audio?
Okay, here we go.
Wait, we're getting audio now?
Are we live?
Are we live? Whoa!
We're live again.
We didn't crash the website, but apparently we crashed the microphone. And thank you for putting your chair in the proper spot, sir. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Descent Underground. That's right. We have the name, and now we're making the game. It's going to be really fun. We've had to keep that kind of a secret, although if you've been, I know, right? If you were able to, if you were doing the clues, you kind of got, you're right, because that's what they said when every time the game would launch. It's like, you know, material defender, prepare for descent, right? So, if you were there, if you solved it, how many people did we have solve it?
Well, last check there were another 50-something entries in there, so they're in their process right now.
And that's a higher currency, right? So
yeah.
if you there's still time.
You
could literally get in there right now and still solve it. Go to the chat and see what's going on.
Check the forums.
I'm sure
they have the right answer.
I'm sure they'll share. Yeah, right. I'm sure. Hey, I guess you could just let everybody else solve it and then figure it out later, right? So I'm Eric Peterson, Wingman Peterson. This is
I'm Rob Irving, Design Eponymous on the website.
You guys might kind of know us from we did a little show. Mike, show yourself too. Show what's going on.
We're getting the band back together.
Hey guys.
There's Mike over there, and we got Dunk over there, and we got Winglet back there. Can you see himself? And then we got some other people in the offices around the corner. You'll be seeing those as we go. Well, today is a big day for us.
Today is a huge day for us.
We've been working really hard at getting Descent Underground. I know, right? At getting Descent, I know. At getting Descent Underground up and running, and hoping that folks will like what we show. I mean, the thing is, we were all Descent players back in the 90s, and there was kind of an era between 95 and 2000 where consoles started to take over, and a lot of really, really good gameplay experiences just got kind of shuffled aside, and Descent is one of those. And so we started making ships that fight underground, which is you know, is STFU for those of you who are acronym disabled, impaired. And when we started making it, what happened was the license owner for Descent called us up and said, "Hey, we love what you're doing. Would you like it to be a Descent game?" And we're like, hell yeah, let's go ahead and make Descent. And so here we are, we're making Descent, some of the videos you've seen. And what we'll do right now is we'll roll a little concept right now that shows a little bit of the in-game assets. It's kind of a matinee situation. It'll show some work-in-progress cockpits. It'll show some third-person stuff. By the way, it's going to be first-person. Let's just clear that up right now. But we want to show you the video, which will be on our website, and well, just take a look at this. Cool. Well, that's cool. Now, just to be clear, one of the original things in Descent was you're flying through tunnels and stuff in very narrow corridors. That is absolutely part of our plan.
Yeah,
but
that's not gone.
But we're hoping to get up to 64 players playing at once. So we started with a really large map we conceptualized, and And Kaji actually built that for us out in Germany.
We had a lot of people working really hard all over the globe on this.
It's incredible. I mean, we had Pleasure and Kaji in Germany. We had Irio working in France. We had Dunk here in Austin. Actually, Dunk's here. You already said hi, right? So cool. And then we had Josh working in Japan. Falls working out in Connecticut. Thank God he got snowed in so he could get a lot more done. And then we've got our team locally here that's doing all this stuff. So what do we got going on? You got some messaging going back there.
No, just give me that yellow page right there.
Oh, the yellow page, the yellow paper, which we're going to use to write on? Okay, that's fine.
We're going to have to write on something else.
The Kickstarter's up. It's live. Mike will probably eventually throw the crawl across the screen, which will give it to you. You can also check out Descendant Studios. Hey, Jason, are we close to launching a new webpage?
Yeah.
Do you want to push the button so we can get that up there for people and let us know, and they can get to the webpage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to go.
Button pushed?
The button has been pushed.
The button's pushed. So
website
you can go. You can go to the new website. We've got that up. Let's go check it out right now. We'll throw it. I'll throw it up here as well. And by the way, we're going to be taking some Skype calls from pledgers, people that are there that have decided to join us on this journey, this crazy ride. We've done it before. Let's make it happen again. So here we go. We're probably sucking a lot of the bandwidth right now.
We're getting it hard right now.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
But that's okay. We'll get it up there. So yeah, we're going to be doing this journey together with Rob, Mike, Connie, Phil. You know, you guys
Jason.
out there, Jason. It's huge. It's a huge deal. Sergio, who's actually not going to be here today because he's super busy. Let's see, where are we at here? DescendantStudios.com. Uh-oh, Jason, we're not actually able to get there yet. So we'll see what happens, but I'm sure Jason will be working on that. So.
We're being slammed.
Oh, we crashed the website.
Good.
All right.
Oh my God. This is kind of a requirement. Yeah, right. Good job.
Thank
people.
You for crashing the website automatically. That's typical.
That is proper behavior for
and we're going to be scaling. So
yes.
Jason's back there. We're going to lock him in. Make sure he gets that up and running.
Making sure those
hey,
squirrels
Eric,
run
just
faster.
intercede. We've got 400 people watching right now.
400. Woohoo! Keep telling your friends. Literally, that's the truth.
Yeah, tell everyone.
Tell everyone we're going. We've got some of the press hitting now. We've got PC Gamers followed us. We've got GameStar, MMORPG. A lot of people have been out there doing a bunch of. We've got VentureBeat. Dean over there did a thing on us, and so a lot of people really want to see Descent come back,
including us.
Yeah, including us. I mean, I tell a story. We were working at Origin. It was either Wing 3 or Wing 4, and we would call our wives and say, "Okay, well, honey, we're crunching. We're trying to finish this game," and at 6 o'clock. You know what?
Eric is watching
I'm watching myself on screen apparently.
Kill your Skype return.
Which I don't want to do. Oh, I got it. I just paused it. I got it. This whole technology thing.
Eric's having trouble with his
I don't think computers are going to last. I think they're like VCRs. Anyway, we used to play.
I also have a VCR.
Yeah, I do too. I got one that plays TV and VCR and DVD.
I bought one of those for my parents. If that makes you feel any better.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? But the beauty is, we were playing Descent every night at 6 o'clock, and I got a story about Chris Roberts you guys are going to love. Chris was, in his room, and he was locked into Descent like the rest of us, and we'd get him to chase us down the halls, and we'd get to a T section, and we'd fire a smart missile into the wall, and the plasma bolts would trickle back behind us and hit him in the nose, and he was like screaming, "That's not possible!" He didn't realize that we were just firing a missile on the wall. And so for about 3 days or so, we were destroying him. And then finally, we told him, and he's like, "Oh." And then nobody could kill him. He's gotten so good at avoiding those things that he just blew us out of the water. And so that was crazy, but that's kind of what we did. And we played this. I think it literally slowed the development down for about 3 or 4 months.
Oh yeah, definitely some budgets and schedules were blown by Descent.
Yeah, and that's what's going on in that room over there with the noise and. Oh, we got us. Well, bless you for the senior. Bless you. Well, that was Connie. She's sneezing off camera.
Explosive.
Yeah, she's having a good job. She's been doing all of our social media and stuff of that nature, right? Which has been really crucial to what we've got. This thing will only take off if you guys help us spread the word, and that's how it's going to happen. People out there that want this game, like the rest of us, tell all their friends.
Yeah. I mean, what we're trying to do is get this project off the ground, and the long-term goals are,
well, yeah,
huge.
Yeah, exactly. From depending on how we do on Kickstarter and then possibly our own site, we have a single-player campaign in mind, but that's not the first iteration.
Yeah.
So, do we want to talk a little bit about the game, the ships and stuff? Okay.
Let's talk a little bit about what we're doing to this franchise now.
So, Rob, you're the creative director, right? So
I am.
Let's kind of talk a little bit about, the original Descent was pretty much one ship type. I think it was the IOTX, I believe, was what it was called.
Yeah, and lots of different weaponry and stuff that you can play with.
Right, exactly.
And I mean, the most important element of, especially the original, was the maze aspect of it.
100%.
Solving that. So, what we're starting with on this project, our goal is to extend the arsenal of ships.
Yeah.
Let you take on different roles. We're adding a huge component in that you're going to be able to dig through the rock now.
Right.
That's going to make a big difference. Now, not all of the rock, of course.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll have some maps that have that are completely that, but that'll be a completely different game type, and that's more of an individual thing, but you're right. So, and why would digging through the rock add something well, Rob, why would digging through the rock add something to the gameplay?
Well, see, you're getting paid for flying through these tunnels.
Yeah.
And if you don't bring back the goods, you don't get paid.
Right, and plus you can also sneak your way into enemies' back doors into their bases, and you've got, you could drill yourself a little sneak cubby hole where you might be able to moor eel and start sniping from in there. There's all kinds of things that you can be able to do. We want to kind of create that emerging gameplay, and honestly, we're going to create the ability for you to drill and have fun, and it's kind of up to you guys to decide, what you want to do while you're in there.
Absolutely.
And I mean, the way it's going to work is contracts will come in from. Okay, so kind of the fiction is we're pre the original Descent, so we're rebooting this thing, and so the fiction is
prequel.
Yeah. There's a word for that.
There is a word for that.
It's prequel. Yeah. Did you know that? Did you not know?
Thanks for.
Okay, you're welcome.
I like learning new words.
That's how I roll. And steal your thunder. So anyway, we're doing a prequel. Thank you, Rob. And corporations have taken over governments in the future, and it was sort of they could become city-states or whatever. And so the Earth is pretty much out of natural resources, and people, if they're not in the know or they're not in the upper crust, you're living in squalor. And so what's happened is it's created this gold rush scenario where people go out into the asteroid belt and start mining. And now corporations have moved out there, and it created sort of a gold rush scenario. And they're out there getting, contracts will come from Earth. You'll mine and have your team will get in there and mine through the asteroid, or we'll have some maps that are just single player only, to get smaller contracts and stuff like that. And you'll bring home the goods. And that's kind of each session will last between 5 and 30 minutes, depending on.
Give or take.
Yeah, it's totally at the first, it's totally a multiplayer game.
Yep.
Yeah, and the reason we're doing that is so we can balance out, because as I said, the first one had a couple ships. This one we have 8, and they all do. We have the Wasp, the Augur, the Goliath, the Predator, the Panzer. I'm sorry. First of all, I'm going to apologize to my good friend Senelaya, because he wanted me to rename the Panzer, because he says he's in Germany, right? Panzer means tank, and I'm like, but that's what it does. That's what it is.
You don't name the tank.
Yeah, I know, but
that's why the Germans are
right, exactly. Well, I don't think they're upset, but the point is, you can actually, we've got a tier on there that lets people rename these.
Exactly.
So these are all temporary names anyway.
Any people on that one yet? Let's check that out.
Well, we can check that. Well, we'll look at that. We'll look at that later, and we'll introduce people to KickTrack.
It's a big secret.
I know we won't. KickTrack is really fun to follow and see, what you're trending for and stuff of that nature. So. Yeah, and by the way, if you want to call us in a little bit on Skype, we'll tell you when we're going to take calls. It's Descendant, DESCENDENT .studios, STUDIOS. I did that right, didn't I? And that's our name on Skype.
Like it strained you a little
That's
bit.
our name. I did, dude. I was sitting there, Listen, we've been up a long. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning. No. I got to credit the entire team, Jason, all the volunteers out there, Phil, Rob. You just joined us last week, we put you right to work.
Dove right in.
Yeah, it's been great. And then, so everybody's been really helping us and killing it hours. Dunk, you've done some amazing fiction. I mean, he even came up with a higher currency name, pretty much. Well, we sort of switched it from your original.
We modified it slightly,
but now we call it what? Palisite, right? So it's Pals.
Palisite crystals, yeah.
Yeah, and you can look up Palisite on the web. They're pretty cool stuff inside meteorites and asteroids.
It's in the fact.
It's also in the fact.
I'm really good.
So should we go ahead and should we take a call? See who calls us first and see how this works.
Sure.
Well, if you want
Why
to call,
the heck not?
if you feel like calling in, give us a shout at descendant.studios. Okay.
And don't forget to turn off your Twitch audio.
Yes.
I've already.
No, they have to also.
Oh yeah, you guys need to turn off
We
your
don't
Twitch
want to
audio.
get the echo feedback going there.
So the first one that calls, it's like, hey, we'll take callers on 94.7 FM. Okay, we got Michael calling. We're gonna take you, Michael. Okay, can we put you on video, Michael? Is that all right?
I don't have a video stream online, sorry.
Okay.
All right, we'll do voice. So we'll just do the voice. And so Wolf, we can't take you yet. So how are you?
Oh, slightly down with the flu, but other than that, great and excited to see what's coming.
Good. Now you followed us from before, right? You've been around from the early days on Star Citizen. You were a backer there. You're a backer here, and we're excited to have you. And actually, we've met Michael a few times.
A lot of people we've met before that we're already seeing have joined our community, which is great. I mean, it's a great feeling to see all these people again.
So what are you looking mostly for in the game, Mike?
The fun aspect. I like Star Citizen's sticking to reality and details, but
it's beautiful.
I also want to have a fun game where I simply can spend an hour or two and enjoy myself.
That's exactly where we're at. So we want to do something that is it's actually fun is the key. That's the number one priority.
Fun is our number one.
We want to engage people and I mean, if you're competing against television and movies and we're competing against them for people's mind share and time.
Yeah.
So we want the thing to be fun and engaging and that's key. So you're going to be fun in 6 Degrees of Freedom. You're ready to handle that? Are you going to get an Oculus Rift or something or?
No. I will try with a normal setup first. Oculus is still not there where I want it to be to enjoy it.
Cool. I understand. Well, listen, we'll let you go. Thank you very much for calling in. And now, you pledged, right?
I did.
First of all, what do we say to that?
Thank you for supporting
Thank you very much.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
And we'll see you. We'll see you around. Thanks, Mike. Talk to you later.
You're welcome.
Bye. Oh, I cut him off.
Oh.
I cut him off. I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
We had another
All right, we got Jim's calling. Jim, we want to do video or no video?
It doesn't matter. I'll do either one.
Let's do video.
I like the bear.
Oh, I don't have to do video because, we're going to accept your video.
There we go.
We'll do full screen because Michael. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. You got lights on.
Video.
I got you. We got you on video. You're actually now on the chip. I almost. This English language is killing me.
Okay, I gotta turn off my feed.
Yeah, you need to turn off your Twitch feed.
Maybe we should turn the sound back off. So
There we go.
Anyway,
Anyway,
with words.
Eric, Rob, everybody, congratulations.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck.
Well, it's
Welcome.
Yeah, you're right. It's congratulations. We're just starting
Yeah.
the process, so it's up to everybody else to see that It's a little scary. I mean, you make this commitment. You go out and you say, okay, let's make this really cool game. We want this, and we're hoping to find what.
His face is cut off by the message.
Oh, by the message. So I can actually close that message.
Oh, there
we go.
There,
oh, hey,
look, potatoes.
technology. Hey, there he is. And so
Never used this before.
you put all this
Yeah,
effort in
never
there,
done this
and much like we did at Star Citizen, you literally don't know if people are going to be interested in wanting this game. I mean, we know we did.
Sure.
I mean, it's like a passion, and so the key is you've got to find those people that have to share that same passion, that want to play this experience. And thank God, space games are kind of back.
I think that's
Absolutely,
the best thing that can
I
happen.
think this is a great thing for everybody. I think it's a great thing for space games and for gamers who like first-person shooters in general. We're not looking for just another Call of Duty clone.
Well, exactly, that's true. So is that what you're most looking forward to? Is the flying around 6 degrees, or just a variation of first person, or what?
Oh, definitely 6 degrees of awesome.
6
Yeah,
degrees of
you know,
awesome. Isn't that, that's a good phrase.
It's a good phrase, thank you. Pat. However, and we may show this later. We did the very first. Do you remember that? We did the very first marketing or the Kickstarter video, and it was.
Do we have to show that?
It was so bad.
I think we should. I mean,
It's so bad.
I think people are going to want to see it.
Okay, all right. I've got
so,
it ready.
It's so corny.
It's worse than corny.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. Well, it's terrible because of the one item that's floating in the background. That we don't. We'll show it later. We'll show snippets. I don't know if we can. I don't know if people can stomach the whole thing. It was so bad, and we literally were having our review session with our team, and nobody could hear what was being said because we were laughing so hard. It was just your attention was drawn to one specific area. we'll see how it is.
We'll get to that.
Cool. Well, so now, Jazz, you're also a shipbuilder. Are you going to be building some ships for our game here? Are you going to try to put one in there? Or?
I will definitely try to get one going because, as you know, I did a submission on the website, just some ideas I threw out there.
Right.
I'm currently working on some stuff for another piece of software, which I won't mention.
Okay.
As soon as that's done, though, I'll throw my attention your guys' way.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we certainly appreciate it, and you've been a friend of us for a while, and we appreciate that. I know you obviously you pledged.
Obviously.
Oh yeah.
Obviously.
And I plan on upping my pledge later on because I just right now I wanted to get in there early.
Yeah, thank
but
you.
There's more coming.
Awesome. You're the best, man.
I feel like I'm doing a Jerry Lewis telethon here.
I know. I know. Well, it's funny you mention that because we've got some stuff. We've got some fun stuff coming up that will be maybe crawling across the bottom of the screen for people to read. That'll be right in that vein.
Oh my!
You know, you can't be totally serious. I mean,
we can't be totally serious
no,
at all.
no.
Certainly, you can't be totally serious.
That's true. We are serious about making the project.
Nobody's serious, and yet everybody's serious.
It's a serious business, but we
It
have
is
to have
serious,
fun
but
with
not
it.
serious.
Well, no,
that's
that's
the
the truth.
greatest thing.
If you're going to be working 60, 80 hours a week, you might as well do it with a smile on your face.
Yep. And enjoy the people
You
you
gotta
work
have
with.
fun, guys.
Yeah, and we'll be bringing back the show too. This is just a live stream, but we'll be bringing back a new show, and we're gonna let people comment. And we've got Winglet, who's gonna have a corner, Winglet's corner, whatever, for the younger generation, because most of us folks are up there. You know,
Yeah,
at least I'm up
a little
there. And we'll have to figure out whether we bring Wingman's weight back. I'm not sure that.
We need a bigger screen.
Thanks for that, Rob. Oh my God! All right, man. Thanks, Jazz. We'll see you later,
for your
brother.
support.
See you later. And by the way, we got more of our Motley collaborators in the chat roll. I hope they call you and say hi.
Okay, cool.
Excellent, excellent.
Awesome. Well, whoever next, we can take a call in a minute. Thanks, man.
Take
Bye.
care.
And to
Awesome.
everyone who has submitted stuff on the forums, I'm still catching up on them a little bit because, well, I did get in a little late to this show, but
Yeah.
I'm definitely going through and checking out everybody's posts, so you will not be forgotten.
Awesome. Awesome.
It's Wolf.
You gonna video us, Wolf, or are you just gonna do straight up sound or
Hello,
voice?
gentlemen.
Hello.
Would you?
Oh, give me a sec.
Okay, it's okay. You don't have to do video. We can
No
just,
rush.
we can do whatever. So
We are completely free.
yeah. Do you think we should show that video? I mean, that's kind of.
It's comedy gold, unintentional comedy.
It's,
gold.
I know that's the fun part, right? Is you do these things that are you intentionally be serious, and then it comes out like horribly.
Exactly the
Okay.
opposite.
For some reason, it's going through my phone as opposed to my headset, so we'll just have to deal with that.
That's
All
fine.
right.
So how are you doing, man? Long time no chat.
Yeah, no kidding. It's been a while.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good to see you guys again.
Yeah, thanks, man. Good to see you. So, what are you looking forward to Descent Underground? First of all, what do you think of us having the actual name Descent and being able to rebrand or reboot the franchise?
That's absolutely fantastic, and I think that is going to help your cause immeasurably.
I agree.
We hope so.
Did you play Descent back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not even a question. Come on.
I mean, it was fun, right? But
It was.
But we need to bring the gameplay into the 2015. So
And the graphics.
and the graphics.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
AAA. We're going straight AAA. I mean, I believe our first ship has upwards of 50,000 triangles on it. So, and that's, it's funny because our game is more like Firefly. It's gritty, it's dark, it's dirty because you're inside tunnels, and others are like Star Trek. So, we're going to be a little more dirty and grungy, but that's intentional. And Mike just missed the trash can over there.
Oh, if only we
2
could
feet away
So,
from
otherwise Mike's
So,
basketball.
what are you most looking forward to then, Wolf?
Well, it's funny. When VR started tried to get in, I think it was like back in the early 90s or
Yeah.
something, there was this VR headset with head tracking and everything,
Mhm.
and that was the first thing that I played Descent on.
Oh, wow.
Wow, how'd that go?
That's hardcore.
It actually worked pretty well at that point. I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me, but it was pretty advanced for the time. Played Descent on it and played Magic Carpet, so it was around that time.
Oh, Magic Carpet. I remember Magic.
Yeah.
See, there's another one. There's another IP that's just sitting there that was
gone.
about the 90s. It was really fun to play, and I guess you're kind of taking the Magic Carpet a little bit in the Assassin's Creed kind of. They're still doing that sort of
Love it.
style again, a little bit, yeah. So you mentioned VR. Now we do plan to support some of that stuff. Yeah, it's coming.
That's on the list.
It's on the list. It's on the list. There's a lot.
The list is very long.
It's like Santa's list. It's growing. And so, but yeah, and we agree. And we've got some ideas on how to help those that were like dizzy too. Like we want to have the scout should be able to lay down an electronic carpet throughout the asteroids to where it actually orients things to down. It'll create an issue where your ship will know what's down. Now, there's no real down.
What?
I know. There's no real
Are you
down.
just kind of completely ad-libbing?
No, absolutely not. And so then, but you'll be able to turn that off. People can turn that off and do the crazy stuff. But that may help people as they want to fly through.
The enemy's gate is down.
The enemy's gate is down. Exactly. So anyway, well, thank you, Wolf. Do you have any parting thoughts, good sir?
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're getting minimal connection problems.
Our internet is going kaput.
I have to cut it out. What does it say? I can't read that. What?
We're now at 33,000.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you. Our internet seems to be having problems with Skype. That's typical, actually.
The question is, are we having trouble with our stream?
I don't know. Is our stream strong, Michael?
Looks like we are good to go.
Are we still streaming strongly? You know, we should probably be in our chat role, don't you think, as well?
I think we should be.
Oh, Roy's calling. Let's take Roy's call. Hey,
If we
Roy.
can.
Let's see if
Go
Skype
internet.
kills us. If Skype, we gonna do a video here or?
Is the caller there?
Roy, you there?
Oh.
It shows him being there.
Hey, Roy, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you, so try to check your mic and then call us back. Cool. That's okay. I do that all the time. My mic periodically works, and then it doesn't work. And
Okay.
oh, he's calling back now.
All right.
It must. It's a quick fix. Are you there, Roy? Roy, are you there? Roy is not still
Roy
there.
has left the building.
We're going to take Gregor here.
Lucian calling.
Hey, Gregor, how are
Oh,
you?
man, there are some awesome
Hey.
Skype images.
Hey, folks.
How are you? Do you have video, or do you just want to do straight up?
I have no camera running, so only audio.
Okay, we got somebody here, guys. So we're
Slow down there.
hold on. So Gregor, where are you at? By the way, you don't sound like you have a.
I'm from Berlin, Germany.
Berlin. Excellent.
We love
Okay.
our German fans.
We do. And now, so what do you are you okay with the name Panzer for the tank?
Yeah, sure.
Are you taking a poll now? From
Yeah, no,
everybody?
we were going to call it the Tiger actually, but that didn't seem like it
That
fit.
sounded great.
Yeah, I know, but because the Tiger tank.
You couldn't do worse than Tiger Strike.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Oh well.
Why you gotta go there?
Well, that's
why you gonna?
that's another game altogether.
Yeah,
I don't know it's like
what he's talking about.
gone.
Yep.
That's okay. Yeah, Tiger Strike. The Tiger's on strike.
Yes, well, close.
So now, Gregor, did you play Descent back in the day?
Yeah, I did. One of the first games I played as a young guy with my first computer was a 386, I remember correctly, paid by my dad, and he almost never got to use it, as I always was blocking the computer.
Right.
I think we all had that problem.
Yeah, I still, God, man, those, and back then the computer parts were like crazy expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, just to get, I remember the 46 came out. You know, I got a story for you, Gregor. You'll like this. We were at Origin. I think Andy, you were on Andy's team. You're on Longbow, right?
I was on Longbow.
Yeah. So we went to E3, and Andy took a 4650DX and took the sticker off and made it look like a 425 or 4625 SX. And the press was like, "Oh my God, look how many! That thing's really pushing the polys." And we're like, "Really? You know?" But it worked. He knew he would
These
eventually.
things do happen.
He would eventually get there, so he got there. But you know, it's yeah. You wanted to show it in the right light, but it was just funny. It was a subtle thing. It was like not intentional. And there's Dan Borth coming in. Hey Dan, what's up?
We're live and streaming.
We're
Come on in.
We're live streaming. So Dan is big for us. He owns Red Fly Studios, and he's the one who's graciously let us use this office for until we get going as a deal. So Gregor, what are you most looking forward to in Descent?
Basically, I'm one of these collector miner guys.
Oh,
So
good.
I'm the fat cow that has to be protected.
But okay. So what you just mentioned there
He's
is
a
the
moneymaker.
No, but I
for
mean,
the team.
but the key here is that that's what we wanted to support was the player that wanted to play different styles. not just the guy who wants to go in there or the girl who wants to go in there and blast it away. We want people that are the gatherers. We want people that so the scouts, the snipers, the repair. All that. People have different gameplay styles, and so one of the reasons we're designing. And by the way, we're designing it with the fans. We're going to be showing them, letting them in. We're going to be
Every step of the way.
Every step of the way, and then we're going to be broadcasting to some people designer meetings.
We are.
Nice.
So we'll have to come with. You can't come with our hats and hair down or whatever.
Oh, yes, we can.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Let's be real here.
Well, cool, Gregor. And so you're in Berlin right now, and we're going to hopefully get over there for Gamescom this year.
I sure hope
we'd like
so.
to come.
That was one of the best
I very
times
much
I've ever
enjoyed the beer garden event 2 years ago.
Okay, we've got. We're
too loud.
going to have to take it down a notch because some of our neighbors are now complaining about the noise. So
Okay, no problem.
we'll keep the enthusiasm up.
I've got a request for you, Eric.
Sure, go ahead.
Bring back Wingman's Weight, and I'll join you in the effort.
That's a deal. I think we'll do that for sure. I mean,
Okay.
I've even got the scale that was made for us at
Great.
at Gamescom, and it's sitting there ready. I want to do it. I mean, I need to do it. You know, I think there were some guys who'd lost like 80 pounds, and you know,
Yep.
Greg. The funny thing, Gregor, was I actually fell off my diet at the first Gamescom because I had schnitzel like 4 days in a row.
Oh, we
I remember
did.
that.
Oh my
There
God, I
was a lot of
loved
that.
that stuff. And you know what? I'm going back there again. I may have to have my schnitzel. All right, man. Thanks, man. And we will see you in the verse.
Yep, I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
He had to sneak that one in.
Well, I'll get it in there somewhere. So
somewhere.
we have to keep it down.
Oh, yeah.
We have to keep it down. We have all these contact requests we're going to
So,
send.
Eric,
Yes, sir.
people have been asking about other payment options besides if they can't do Kickstarter.
Okay. Well, let's talk. We're going to hold off taking calls here, guys. Hold on. We'll get you in a minute.
Stand by, people.
So we're not going to take calls. But, wow, 4 people. All right. Well, hold on. Well,
We're delayed, so
we're
they're
blowing up.
getting-
We're blowing up. Yep. Hold on. I'm gonna.
Everyone hang on for just a moment.
That's crazy. It's like Christmas sounds. So we're gonna. I wonder if I can actually. I can do this, right? I've worked on Skype.
Stand by,
before.
everyone.
So I'm going to do not disturb. All right, there we go. All right, so other payment options. Right now we're Kickstarter specific. You can still pledge with a debit card on Kickstarter, but we have potential later on to going to our own store. So we're just not there yet. We want to focus on the Kickstarter campaign, and if enough people are interested in doing a PayPal, the issue with PayPal, and you guys should know this, is they will hold your money and they'll hold a large percentage of it back. So even if somebody pledges like $100, you only sometimes get access to about 50. So we will have a PayPal option coming at some point, I think, in the future. But right now we're focused on the Kickstarter. We need to get that off the ground. We need to get that going.
Make sure
sailing.
there's enough interest. I mean, that's
That's it. Right. We got to find out if enough people out there like what we're talking about. So we got to keep it down
Right,
too.
right.
Even though we can
Like
hear them.
what we're talking about quietly.
Yeah. Right. Jason up?
Let's get you some.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do what?
Is the web is he working on
Oh,
the website?
Jason, is the website up?
Let me check.
Jason says that he's checking.
It's,
Come out here and give an update.
the main page is slow.
Come
but
down here.
the-
Come down here
sorry,
between.
The main page is slow, but the community site is pretty fast.
We're good. Okay, cool. So if you get to the community, you get in there, and you get into the forums, it'll be faster than say the main web page, which is a little slow. But we're
Or the
working on
chat
that.
we're not using.
You know, it's probably slow because we're live streaming. We're embedded the live stream on there.
Might
I
have
bet that has
s-
something-
some
that
of
can,
it
that
maybe.
can slow
but-
down the browser loading, but the rest of it seems to be. Oh, there you go.
All right. So somebody posted the. If you guys haven't seen the promo, Mike and I had a little bit of fun.
A little bit.
We're not going to show that right now. We're gonna get off the main page because
Hey, look, it's us looking at us.
it's us looking at us, which is a little weird. It's like Inception. It's like Inception, just like Inception. So should we go back to the calls, or should we let's look at the mighty board of things we're going to be doing. Oh, should we show them Kick Track yet, or should we wait a little bit? We'll wait a little bit. We'll introduce them to that later.
We'll wait on that.
Okay, let's see. We've got a lot of stuff here. We've already showed that. Oh, Jason, let's get Jason in here and talk a little bit about Unreal 4.
Hey, Rob, why don't you step out? And
Rob, can we?
Excellent.
And by the way, I'm not going to be the only guy hosting here because you probably see enough of me as is. But we'll get Jason into the co-pilot seat here, and Rob, can you go moderate the Twitch for us? Let us know how that's going. So we're not getting that inappropriate stuff on the Twitch chat, that tends to happen occasionally.
bring my computer in case.
Yep. See, look at that.
emergencies occur.
Hard work. Now, Jason, you've been doing a lot for the campaign so far. So why don't you tell everybody what you've had to do to get to this point, and and then what we're doing. By the way, you can bring your chair up. That was just a joke when Rob lowered the chair to be lower than me. I'm actually probably the shortest guy in the office, except for Winglet over there. I think.
Here it is.
There we go. So, what's going on, and why? What have we been doing to get ready, and then we'll talk a little about Unreal.
Okay. First part we did was basically the game work on. We involved with the game design discussions, such figuring out what we wanted to do and such.
Yeah, technologically, is it possible?
And then we started looking at different game engines, what we could reuse to kind of get a leg up and get started faster. And that's when we started going the direction of Unreal after having looked at like other engines like CryEngine,
Right.
and such.
Right.
Then after that, we started doing some gameplay prototyping.
Right.
And we got some great help from
Irio and Kaji,
on that. Then at the same time, we started really making the website a lot better, preparing it to scale up for today.
And that's Stealth Guy
and the
and
future.
Fallen On helped us a lot there.
Yeah.
And Vermifuge, Verms also helped with the testing and stuff. Except when he's deleting blog posts with his testing. We got him back. Hey, I can't let that go.
And now today, it's basically dealing with the website and scaling up.
Which we launched today. We launched the website, which is companion to the Kickstarter. So, and it's looking pretty good. I mean, you guys have been killing yourselves getting it up and running. And now, why did we choose Unreal though? I remember we talked about back ends. We talked about Unreal, and very fortunate. One of the reasons is obviously it's how much is Unreal costing us to use right now?
Well, at the time it was what, $19 a month,
yeah,
or $29 a month,
something like that.
plus,
Yeah.
A small royalty rate once you have the game out. But now they have actually switched it to where there's no monthly fee.
Right. Thank you, Joe. Joe Kreiner's a good friend of mine. He's at Epic. He runs the engine sales department. So yeah. And Unreal's been good to us. We've, one of the issues we always had at in Austin at Cloud Imperium was we struggled to find people that really knew the CryEngine well, and so. Not so much in Europe or elsewhere, but here we did, and man, Unreal is super prevalent.
Yeah, especially since they've gone to the model where they have the full engine source on GitHub for this inexpensive rate that people can get access.
Right.
They're building this large community of developers. People are submitting improvements and fixes and new features back to them, and we plan to do so also.
That was exactly where I was going to go. So it's very important to us. We're literally going to. I've said it a few times that it would be great if we become Descendant Studios University. In other words, people submit stuff that's good enough to go in the game. We do it, and we share the royalties with their submissions with them. And so there's a lot of talented people out there that may not. And I think I said this once before, that I said Kiev, Russia, and I am fully aware that Kiev is in the Ukraine now. For now, but anyway. It's like so, but there could be a young girl, 12 years old, who's an amazing modeler in Kiev, Ukraine, that has no outlet, has no ability, and so if we can be that game that allows people to scratch their itch and hone their talents, and it's good enough, we'll put it in. Now, it's still got to be up to our standards. We're not just going to throw anything in there. It's going to have to go through submission and approval process, all that stuff. But that's a big thing we're going to look forward to doing. And that's going to take some time. And it's going to, the community's going to help us with that. We'll probably have some voting and some, being involved, and that's a big deal. So, are you excited? Are you?
Very, very excited.
I know. It's been a lot of long nights.
Yeah, a lot.
It's funny because we were thinking about going last week, remember? And then we said, okay, let's push out besides GDC and besides PAX East, and beyond rather. And I think that helped because we were really able to kind of. I mean, last night I think at about 11 o'clock, Rob and I sat down and said, we're ready, and that's good to know.
Yeah.
It's nice to test and be ready and go out and have everything work.
A lot of us in the programming, both the web and game programming teams have been basically for the last week working from sleep, wake up, work, go to sleep, get up, get back to the game demos or the website.
That's right.
Continue.
But it's helped. I mean, it looks because the website looks great. The Kickstarter page, looks fantastic. We seem to have had quite a bit of help with there, and we've had a lot of people out there that have helped contribute and helped proofread and go through a lot of these things and help us set it. A lot of the community that asked to be involved, we brought them in. So it's kind of like, that's how we're going to roll. We're going to keep bringing people in. I mean, Dunk's written a lot of fiction for us. It's been really fun. You've written the lore, right, Dunk?
Oh, a bunch of it, yeah.
Yeah. So, and you've enjoyed doing that?
Oh, absolutely.
See, and that's cool because we don't just have to have modelers. We can have, writers, voice actors. There's Magus on here who has this really, really cool voice, and we got to find somewhere putting him in there, man. Like, he sounds like, I can't even do it. It's really, really good. So we'll find somewhere to put him in there. That's kind of
be a company bureaucrat, and we could get
oh,
simplify the campaign goal
making the company,
funding.
yeah, a company bureaucrat. That's what everybody strives to be. I get to be a company bureaucrat. So cool. Well, thanks, man. And what's up next? What are you up to next?
Multiplayer. Working on it with Unreal Client Server.
Now we're hoping to show multiplayer during the campaign.
Yeah.
If we get it where it's working, but it's like having some issues. Obviously, it's still way pre-alpha. I mean, we've only actually been working on the assets for a couple months now, a little over 2 months, and made some huge progress.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Should we take a call?
No, right.
Let's go to Skype and get some calls for Jason here. All right, we're gonna put back online. Okay, now be prepared. First one that gets through, we're gonna take the call. Maybe the address is there. Oh. It's still coming. Oh, we're 6 seconds delayed, or something. So we can't say anything curse words. And have you scrolled anything, Michael, across?
Oh, I've been doing that.
All right, Roy's the first one. Roy, you there?
I am here.
Your microphone works.
Yeah, I hadn't had plugged in before.
That's a problem when you don't plug your microphone in. So hi, welcome. Where are you from?
Originally in New York, right now in Orlando, Florida, Tampa, Florida, somewhere in between.
Cool. There you are. Now you're on screen.
Yep. How you doing?
Good. Welcome to the live stream.
I'm ballooning out on the forums and everywhere else, so
cool.
Probably have seen me around.
Now, did you play the original Descent?
A little bit back in the day. I'm an old school PC gamer. I go way back.
I mean, that's kind of the thing, isn't it? It's I think a lot of publishers have sort of left the PC market, and it used to be PC driven. Remember, you go into Best Buy or those EB Games or Babbage's. Remember that? And
yeah.
It was all PC games, and the truth is PC games haven't died out. They're just underserved.
Oh, I know. I don't even own a console. I'm a PC gamer.
Oh, so you know what, Winglet? What do you think of that, Winglet?
I'm not gonna say anything about that. I play Xbox. I have an Xbox One.
No. But I mean, what do you say about you are one of those? PC
I'm a multiple platform person. I just about 2 years ago got a PC thanks to you.
Mm-hmm. A year
recently ago. Started, or about a year ago. Recently started playing, League. Some Skyrim on PC.
I think he's scared of the camera right now.
I'm not scared of the camera. I just had a brain
totally
fart.
scared.
I had a brain fart.
All right, we'll come back. So anyway, you're a hardcore PC gamer.
Definitely. Been playing PC games for as long as I can remember.
Now, so one of the things we want to do in this game is we want to make sure that the styles of games are supported by each person. So how do you like to play these kind of games? Because I'm not making any judgments here, but I'm not 20, so my Twitch skills are not as good as they used to be. But
mine either. I'm approaching 40 rapidly.
Yeah, well, let's enjoy that.
I'm more of a minor kind of guy.
Cool.
I'll mix it up when I have to. Most times I wind up on the losing end of that, but it's all fun.
Well, no, see, that's the point. You'll have minors. You'll have people that protect the minors. You'll have people that you'll be able to lay turrets. There's all kinds of things you can do to protect yourself that will help you out. So mining's a big deal, right? Getting through there and there's going to be specials hidden in there too. There's going to be things that. One of the things that is kind of absent or gone from some of these games these days is going along walls and poking at walls and finding the secrets, right?
Yeah.
And that's super fun. I mean, who didn't do that in Wolfenstein? Walk around going.
Yeah, I was gonna say Wolfenstein 3D. I remember when that first came out, downloading off of the BBSs.
Exactly. So if we can put that sort of thrill of people like to find stuff, and so so not only will we have stuff hidden mine-wise, but we'll have hidden areas and tunnels to collapse and undo. And well, if you can drill tunnels, you've got to be able to collapse them too, right? So it wouldn't be the same without being able to do that. Well, cool, man. So thank you very much for pledging, and
Hey, no, my problem. My pleasure, Wingman. It's good seeing you back.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here. Take care.
All right, take care.
Bye.
To one other game I remember from back then, in addition to Descent, I remember playing Ultima Underworld, which was their Kickstarter just completed.
Just ended. They were successful Kickstarter.
Yeah. And also another 6-degree freedom game called Terminal Velocity.
Well, Terminal Velocity and Forsaken also came out. They kind of had a few, but it was like it's the gameplay was there and fun. It just sort of, and for whatever reason, once consoles took over, I think maybe because they wanted to, publishers are risk averse to a point, and so they didn't want to have that. They were afraid that they weren't going to sell enough units, and that's the beauty of Kickstarter. I mean, you literally get to go out and talk directly to the fans out there, and what do you guys want? And work with them to make it. And so we'll take another call if you guys want. We'll do that in a second, Mike. Mike's just, that's a good idea, so we'll get that going. Mike's over here like, he's my puppet master. He's like pulling. He said, yeah, we'll definitely show that. So, are we still on? Are we still here? This should not be, okay. Oh, Bad News Baron's calling. Awesome. We'll answer here. Hey, Baron. Baron, are you there?
Hello?
Hey, do you want to share a video or no? Can you
get any audio?
You're not getting any audio? There's no audio. Well, I know, you know what, I can type, but that's not going to be as visually exciting.
All right, we're going to go.
Okay. Weird. So that's strange. I mean, maybe this is Call from Roy. It looks like, does this look like it's actually still on here? There we go. Oh! This technology is just coming and going. People are coming and going. They're like, I can't get this thing to work. We got the Angry Peas calling. Can you hear us, Peas? I think our Skype is nerfed. So I'm going to kill Skype and let's right on. Let's talk a little bit about the puzzle. Who won the puzzle game? So let's quit Skype. We'll kill that right there. So do you have the names, Michael, of all the winners?
I don't have those.
Rob, do you have the names of all the winners? And how many were there?
Don't know. Connie's still working on that, I think.
So we've got several.
We had at least 30.
Only 30? I thought we had more than that.
Well, there were 50 waiting to be read when I left it.
Okay.
How many winners do we have to now?
We have a lot of winners right now because a whole lot of winners. Once it's solved itself.
15 minutes to get in.
Yeah, there's still 15 minutes. If you haven't gotten your answer to the riddle, then by all means get it in there. All right. So okay, Nicholas, we're trying you again. Can you hear us, Nicholas?
Yes, hello?
Okay, you can hear us?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, so we got we don't want to press that button. We want to close that message. For whatever reason, it's not letting us do that. So Skype is, oh, there we go. Cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, we can.
Oh.
So where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Belgium.
From Belgium.
So just next to Germany.
Yeah, right on.
Just wanted to congratulate you guys with your new venture, and also it is quite a small world because I decided to back you guys whatever the game would be when I heard that you were creating your own company, and then I heard about Descendants and actually didn't know about it until I googled it, and then I remember that I played that game on my PC as a young boy, so I forgot about that altogether. So yeah, it's great. Cool.
Well, great. So we appreciate that, and so Belgium has good beer. I know.
Yeah, that's true.
I know. I like Belgium a lot. Well, thank you very much. So,
thank you.
Did you follow us? Did you follow us? I guess from Star Citizen over as well. I guess?
Yeah. I'm a backer at Star Citizen.
Good.
Also went to Gamescom this year, and I met you from far, unfortunately, because there were so many people there. And but hopefully, will you guys be coming to Gamescom on the event itself this year? Or?
We're hoping to. I mean, we're talking to some partners right now about if we can do that, and we would love to. I mean, I'll be honest. Gamescom is one of my favorite events in the entire world because you get to talk directly to the people that are playing the game, and that's kind of what we're doing here through a virtual handshake out through the monitor. But it's crucial, I think, to engage people that are going to play and see what their passions are and what they want to see, because the game only gets better that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Gamescom it's such a Cologne is a beautiful city, and it's my favorite. It's my favorite event of the year, and it's not just because of the schnitzel.
Yeah, and the beer.
Yes, I drink Kolsch, and I know Kolsch is the local beer there, but it's really good.
Okay, well, I hope to see you guys maybe there then this year, in a couple of months.
All right, look forward to it. Thanks, Nicholas. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Very, very cool. Oh, we just hit 40K. Holy cow. That's in like 1 hour.
Less than an hour.
Less than an hour. 40. Well, we did publish.
That's true.
We published a little early because we wanted to. We wanted to test the servers and get everything up, and somebody pledged like we already. How do they find it right away?
I think Elfin Dreams had an automated script watching Kickstarter for us to appear.
Yeah, well, he was awesome. He's the first one. We're going to give him something. We're going to come up with something together that. Oh, Angry Peas is calling. We'll get him on here. Hey, Peas.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes.
Can you?
Hooray!
So this is, by the way, if you guys don't know, on the forums, this is a gentleman who's created Drillsy the Drone.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Did you want to? Oh, you hear video right here. There we go.
Yeah, I got video. You can't see my ugly mug once.
There you go. So, did you play Descent back in the day?
I played bits and pieces of it. The one that really got my attention because I could actually afford to play it was because I had a Nintendo 64 and was God, I can't remember the name now that I've said it. Whatever. Forsaken or whatever. I can't remember. My brain's dead.
Probably Terminal Velocity, right? Was it?
I don't know if they had a version for Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64.
You know, all of us sitting around with like internet connections and.
Yeah. But, yeah, I play games like that, and I'm really happy to see something like this again, and I'm glad you're behind it. And
thank you.
You have my support already. You've had it for a while, so I just want to wish y'all good luck and my best wishes.
Cool. Now,
thank you.
Are we going to have no doubt about it. Thank you. Are we going to be seeing some Drillsy drone cartoons as
actual animations? I'm trying to get software for that isn't terrible. But I would like to do at least more comic strips for y'all right now, and maybe some cartoons in the long run. We
would love to do that. Would be great. It would be so much fun to do like some radio voices, like voiceover underneath or something, to where radio dramatization. That would be extremely fun to have on the website. I mean, we were trying to do one when I think it was Chris was saving the world or whatever, and we were going to do one, but we didn't get around to it. And so we'll do this with yours. All right, man. Well, thank you very much for calling in.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you. Where are we going to see you?
In the verse.
In the verse. Yeah, I know it's hokey, but it's mine, so I'm good at that. You got to be what you're going to be. Oh, let's talk to. So we're going to take a little break from the calls right now. Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
You want to come talk about the FAQ?
Sure. Do we have it ready?
Maybe why he.
Yeah? Huh?
He's getting ready. One thing I just remembered about Unreal is one nice thing is they're really concentrating on. I'm a big fan of VR, and Descent is
perfect for that.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole setup is that you're in a harvester and you're putting on your VR goggles anyway to feel like you're in the cockpit, and we kind of have a little of that pre-concept visuals on our Kickstarter page people can see, but yeah.
And Unreal's really concentrating on getting the low rendering latency to get that real feeling of presence in the game. So we know we'll get good. That's another reason we really like the engine is because of that. Too.
Yeah, and they're going to provide a bucket for the people that get sick. All right, no, I'm just kidding, obviously. But I heard the new ones. I haven't seen them yet, but I've seen
There's the Rift Dev Kit 2.
Octus Rift.
We have one of those.
But the
HTC Vive.
That's the one I haven't seen yet, and the reviews have been amazing about it.
Yeah, well, we weren't at GDC because we were busy getting ready for this.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, just all the articles about it, just the sense of presence it gives with the low latency and the wide field of view, and the improved head and body tracking and the controllers, it makes it sound like really impressive.
Well, that's the key, right? And that's where we're going to go. So you actually get that Ready Player One experience that they wrote about in the book and stuff. So, yeah, that's where it's going, and we'll be right there. That's kind of the deal. We're going to be AAA all the way.
I wonder if I have a hope that somehow the industry will come together, make some standards for this, so,
Yeah,
so developers like us don't have to rate support for every single device.
Hopefully Unreal will be helping us quite a bit on that too. So yeah, that's it. So Phil, you about ready?
Sure.
We'll get Phil on here. Thanks, Jason. We'll call you back in a little bit.
Okay. Bye, guys.
It's going to be rotating people. So we'll get to you in a little bit, Fire Dragon. We're going to talk a little bit to Phil. We got people Skyping. We got my friends are all hitting me up on. We need to probably provide what the Skype address is. Descendant.studios is the Skype address. For those of you who did, I probably need to throw that up every now and then so people know, right? Okay, it's Descendant.studios. So we will be there. So Phil, you on the way? Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Are you bringing your FAQ up on your PC? Yeah. Okay, cool. That's fine. So we'll bring Phil in here a little bit. Phil's our executive producer on the project. Pretty much everybody here has come, has worked together either at Origin or Cloud Imperium or, various places for Fever Pitch Studios, Michael, like you and I did.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, we've worked. How have we known each other now?
Well,
33 years? 33 years.
we met in high school, so it's 1978.
78.
Yeah, because I graduated in 80.
Oh my God, disco. That's disco era.
I fear it was.
Well, we won't.
There's some evidence out there that if you look.
Is there from you? There's some disco evidence?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna look.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun with that. I promise. I make a promise to you people out there in Pledgeland that we're gonna find those evidence and we're gonna have some fun with Mr. Moreland.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. I'll just call his mom. We'll get that up and have some fun with it.
Are they all on beta? Is that?
Yeah, wait, beta. That's hilarious.
We're waiting on Phil to come in. Why
Sure.
don't we... Oh, there he is.
Oh,
There he is.
Phil's coming in. Okay,
All
cool.
right.
I'll pull that up, though, just to get that ready. Hey, everybody, say hi to Phil. Phil, snuggle up, brother.
Phil, that shirt is keying out. It's
That's all right.
You're an interesting...
Is he like...
grid
Does
of
he have this...
squares.
Didn't you say not to wear the...
That's kind of green and blue. Yeah. Very nicely done.
Cool.
I thought I'd knock both out with one shirt.
You did. You're doing it right. Okay, so we're not even on that page yet, Michael. We're not even on KickTrack yet. That's going to be everybody's job to get us up onto KickTrack.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, what's going on? So, why don't you talk a little bit about the FAQ and how it's growing with what they want to send us?
Okay. We started building out the FAQ. It's out on the website under the games section. We would really like some input from you guys about what you want to see on the FAQ. Most of it talks about the basics of the game, a little bit about the technology, the platforms, and so on, but I'm sure you guys will have some very interesting questions that we can put up there.
Cool. Yeah, we've got a segment. We're going to, on the new show, which I think we're putting out there in about 2 weeks, Michael, which is going to have more, not just live stream, but it's going to be like segments and, like Wingman's Hangar used to be. We're actually going to have a segment called What the FAQ.
What the FAQ?
What the FAQ?
I like that.
What the FAQ? So that we're going to we'll go through one question and we'll really drill down deep into what the FAQ.
That sounds good.
Rob says you're invisible. You're
Let me
cute.
take a stab at that.
You want me to just take my shirt off?
FAQ!
Here we go. I'll just take it off.
No. We're a family. We're not doing that.
No, your shirt looks really cool on the green screen.
Yeah.
Well, it's a different green.
Yeah,
that's
the
true.
The crisscross lines
That's
are
true.
not showing up. So
Here, I'll do this so nobody can see.
Yeah.
it.
So what kind of questions have we gotten so far? How it's growing by leaps and bounds.
Leaps and bounds. First question: do we actually have the rights to the name?
That's a good question. Yes. So we don't have a publisher. We want to self-publish. That's part of the. All we did was license the name Descent. So we basically own the rights to that. So there is no publisher involved in this. This is completely our creative freedom, and we've got it to go. So, yes.
Good. The second one you and Rob already talked about, which is it single player, multiplayer? Can I run on my own private server?
Yes. Okay, that's a big one actually. the private server. A lot of people, you fall in love with these games, and then like I think it was FIFA 2006. I really loved that game, and this was on the Xbox. Sorry PC, but I was playing on the Xbox, and they killed the servers on me, and you couldn't play it anymore. So there's a lot of really good games back in the day that I would like to go back and revisit, but they don't have servers available, and that's important to us as PC gamers. I mean, if you want to get together, have a LAN party, you want to get together and have friends and do an old style gaming night, then we should support that. So we are going to support LAN play. Anything you play, if you do have your friends over, you do have a LAN party, we're going to let you set up your own servers. Now, anything you earn or gather during those is just it's straight session. It won't translate to the bigger economy in the main game, but we want to support that. It's very important to us that it's been a pretty big thing for people to ask for, and I totally agree with them. So we will have those kind of servers out soon away. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why that's how we got started. I mean, I don't think you ignore your roots. I think you deal with those and support those going forward.
Right.
What else?
What platform are we going to be on?
PC.
How about Mac? How about
Linux? Well, maybe. We'll see how that goes. I know it's on the plan somewhere, but I don't know where it's on the plan, and that's kind of a lot of that's going to depend on where we are on our Kickstarter goals too.
Stretch.
What stretch goals? We don't have any stretch goals.
No, not at all.
Anyway, so we would like to. Let me put it that way.
Okay. Free to play?
No, it's not free to play. People are going to have to buy their way into the game. It's because it's a AAA quality game. It's definitely going to be purchased, and it'll probably be about $49 on if we buy it on Steam or through our site or whatever. So not free to play.
Okay. What is a PAL?
A PAL? Well, that's a fill.
Yes. How about in-game though?
Oh, an in-game PAL. Well, that's somebody you play with. No. So a PAL PALs are short for Palasite. If you can look up Palasite online. It's PALLASITE. It's a mineral that's found only in asteroids and meteors. It's very expensive and it's very important to our universe, and you'll have to find out why. But it's the higher currency, so to speak.
And what's the other currency?
Scrip. Scrip is what coal miners got paid for back in the 1800s. Company Scrip. And you can use that to, restock your ships, play with all that stuff. And by the way, everything is available in the game, both Scrip and PALs.
You just stole my next question, actually.
Oh, yeah, it's all there. So it will be as part of the game. You can earn Scrip and you can earn PALs in the game as well. So
awesome.
In fact, everything in the game is earnable. You can literally, never pay us another nickel after you buy the game and just keep earning your way through. But if you want to, that's okay too.
Hey, are we making a pay-to-win game?
We are not making a pay-to-win game. Nope. But that's a weird concept, pay-to-win. I would say you got to buy your way in, and if you are 50 years old like me, and you want to say have all the ships, and you don't have the 100 hours a week that college kids have to play this thing, they want to buy their way into those ships. It's skill-based. You're not going to get the PALs or Scrip. You'll get Scrip based on what you earn, but you won't be able to get the PALs unless you are winning the match, so to speak. So not pay to win.
Okay. And the last one on the list right here is where can I go to talk about this?
Well, we can. That's a good question, Phil. Tell them what they want. You can go. You can go to Descendant Studios forums, and actually, you can go anywhere and talk about it. In fact, we'd love for you to spread it around as far as you want. I mean, talk about it all the way. Water Cooler, any other forums, let them know. We need your help getting the word out there, so people will pledge and become part of our community.
Excellent.
Thanks, man.
Fantastic.
Should we take a call for Phil?
Sure.
Let's take a call. Let's see who we got here. So we've got a lot of requests I need to accept, but we're about 6 seconds behind, so it gives me a little bit of time to accept all these requests, and then we get to, the ones that get me are, you get all these these people asking, at least everybody asking here are real, where you get the requests on here that are from obscure people wanting to hook up with you, I guess would be a word. I'm constantly, I guess the Wingman's in such demand that,
Oh, yes.
Yeah, whatever. So, all right, so we got the phone lines. The phone lines are open. Let's turn this off, Do Not Disturb, and to online, and we'll see who calls in next. So, Phil, you joined us. You've been killing it on this project so far.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, you've been making a lot.
Hey,
We've got humor
quiet
back
over
there.
there.
We got Bad Baron calling. Let's take Bad Baron. Hey, Baron, can you hear us?
I can hear you this time.
Okay, cool. Did you want to do video or no?
Yeah, no, I'm turning it on right now.
Awesome. Oh, look, there's a green screen behind that man.
Oh, yeah. I'm copying you guys. You guys are so stylish back there that I thought I'd,
He needs my shirt, though.
We tried the blue screen, but it wasn't working very well for us.
Yeah.
So how you doing, man?
Mike normally uses.
Yeah, exactly. So everybody should know Baron. He's one of the biggest Twitch streamers there is. And I don't mean
that's not true at all.
I don't mean
in Space Sims. I'm a little more prevalent, but not overall on Twitch. No.
And you've got a good microphone there too. I can see the mic.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've got. Can you see the mic up here, Mike?
Mm-hmm. Right there.
We got the beauty of having my English. The beauty of having a Moreland is it comes with all this cool equipment.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a class act. I've gotten to speak with him a few times. How are you all doing today?
We're doing great, man. It's amazing. We've had a lot of work for the last 3 months or so building this thing up and getting it ready to go. And we've done. When you do a Kickstarter, you can't just throw it up there and hope people find you. You've got to do a lot of pre-work to get the word out there, get people excited, build up the community, and then go. And so, it's cool that we've gotten to this point now. And I don't know why I'm looking at the microphone like it's a camera.
No, I would say congratulations on all the success you guys are having so early on. It looks like the Kickstarter is going along swimmingly. So this is really cool to see everybody in chat energized. A lot of familiar names here from on the
No, from Cloud Imperium, it's okay.
Over.
We came from Star Citizen. I was one of the founders there, so it's kind of like it was a great time, and we're looking to recreate that initial feeling of being part of something that's growing and being part of something that's fun, and that's what we're looking to do. I mean, one thing you learned there was exactly how important this is.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's been missing that community side, I think, a little bit. And you guys just have great chemistry together. So it's good to see the team back together.
The band back together.
I almost started this saying, "Hello, Wingman," or "Good morning, Wingman."
Good morning. Or could you give me a forum feedback?
Forum feedback?
Yeah, forum feedback.
Yeah, let me show this. Forum feedback.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
We should talk. The music we used at the beginning of the show was actually Matt Fossa's as well.
Actually, that's a singer, but maybe we'll hear it.
We'll hear it at the end. So I've been informed by the Moreland that it's at the end actually. But that's the fun part is people creating stuff for this. I mean, Pleasure has done a lot of the logos and stuff on our website, and Kaji did the modeling and the environment. So it's been incredible.
That's awesome, man.
Did you play Descent back in the day?
I did. I was a big fan of Descent, but I was also a huge fan. I was going to ask about this too. Was the spin-off IP, which was Descent Free Space, and then Free Space 2, which I think are separate IPs. So I mean,
well, sort of.
For that part, can you guys ever one day in the future, do you have those rights too, or is
it would be fun to go there. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
I mean,
no revealing anything.
We're doing phase 1 right now, which is where we're at, and then we have plans to grow from here to, to being a much bigger environment, a much bigger game. So let's put it this way: Descent Free Space would be a fun place to visit.
Yeah, it definitely would be. I know.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the Descent though too. I mean, it's just the old game itself. It was limited at the time because it had sort of the Doom physics and everything like that.
Right.
And now seeing what you guys have started to render out and show us, it's cool. It's got sort of a Matrixy vibe to it a little bit.
Exactly.
And everything. I'm real excited, and I think a whole lot of people are too. When I was around PAX, I heard some people talking about this game too, and I was actually surprised that it's gotten such windfall already.
Well, so were we. Honestly, we put the site up, and before we know it, it was going.
Oh, yeah.
We were trying to get the site up a little early so that we would be ready, and then people found it like immediately. It's crazy how cool that is.
Yeah.
To be seeing that happen, and it's an unbelievable honor that people are into it like we are. That's the key.
Yeah.
I
mean, it was over.
I'm being corrected in chat here. I just had the Doom physics. I'm sorry. I had the Doom kind of. It was that age. It was.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not game savvy. I'm sorry.
That's
anyway,
okay.
Guys, I've already pledged.
Thank you very much.
I wish you all the best, and I hope that you surpass your goal very, very quickly.
We do too. Thanks, Baron. Appreciate it.
See you guys.
See you later. Awesome. That guy's he does an amazing job on Twitch, and I think he worked with you a little bit, Mike, didn't he, on some stuff?
Oh, we had some fun going.
Didn't
back
you
and
do some
forth.
sort of like hot tub thing or something?
Well, he and I competed for the.
Oh, it was a poem.
Yes.
That's right.
Jabberwock.
The Jabberwock.
Yeah,
that
we
was
had a good time
awesome.
with that.
I love that, and that's
His Scottish brogue was a lot of.
That's right. And see, that's the kind of fun stuff that we'll be doing. And you know, there's some creative people out there that have a good time, and we want to support that and be part of that because the community, when communities do that kind of stuff together, I think in general, and I'm actually speaking at South by Southwest this Saturday, and this will be some of the talking points. Is people in general, you want to belong to something. You want to feel like you're together on something. And having the community together and helping make the game is such an empowering feeling for not just the developers, but also the people out there that get their stuff in. And it's literally, there's nothing like it.
Right.
There's nothing like it. And that's so important to me. I mean, when we went to Gamescom this year, and I think last year and all the other times, the best part about that for me was not ever being on stage. It was pretty unbelievable. But it was meeting people. It was getting to talk to people. Still can't believe anybody wants my stinking autograph. It's not that important. You know, it was just fun to get out there, having a beer, have some schnitzel. Oh, do we want to show that right now? Really?
Yeah.
Just show how I can look otherwise.
All right, so I'm gonna put the Skype onto Do Not Disturb. And can we skip at least some ahead of it? All right, so I don't really. So Mike's gonna roll some of the original Kickstarter video, and you guys can see. Wait, this is where we need you, Rob, saying, "Oh, great," because great. This is terrible, and I apologize in advance for what you were about to see. Hello, Eric Peterson here. And I'm really excited to tell you about our plan to reinvent the classic PC game, Descent. Yeah, that's right. We got the name, and now we're making the game. I've gathered some of the best developers to reimagine that amazing 6 Degrees of Freedom space shooter. The Descendant Studios team members share over 100 collective years of first-century AAA upgrade. And with Kickstarter and your support, we can make a game we've all dreamt of without seeking the approval of publishers that have neglected this genre for so long. Descent Underground takes the 6 Degrees of Freedom 3D action of the original game and adds a ton of additional gameplay. It has a major graphical upgrade. Let's zoom ahead to some head action there. See the head? And you start gazing at the head and wondering, is he alive? Is it moving? Is he breathing? What is that head? It kind of looks like the back of Homer Simpson. You know, why is the head there? What's going on with that head? And all you can do is literally look at that head the entire time. And there it is right there. There's just the top of the head in the background. And it's, oh, God, it was so bad. Now let's take them to the very end where you and I are totally hokey. Oh, my God, watch this. Asteroid Combat Experience. Check out the rewards down there. And join us for unparalleled access as together we create Descent Underground. Or as we like to call it, 6 Degrees of Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. That wasn't 6 Degrees of Awesome. That was 6 Degrees of Crap is what that was right there. And we thought, you know, we left that day. We knocked that out of the park, baby. That's good stuff. And then we had the next meeting, I think the next day, and we showed it. Oh man! Sometimes the first pass is not good enough, and that was
not enough eyes on that camera.
That was terrible. That was terrible. You know, I think we're excited because we got the lines right.
At least that.
But we didn't do well, and so as you can see, we'll always show you guys what it is we do or don't do well, and it's kind of the fun part. And you know, yeah, I guarantee you that we wouldn't be having anybody pledge if they saw 6 Degrees of Awesome. You know, because that was terrible. You know, and we wrote that in our head. It was like, yeah, that stuff's gonna kill. Now we did say it, but it's in a little way. So, wow, we're pledging along here. We're up to 46. Do we see if we're on? I'm gonna look to see if we're on KickTrack yet. I don't think we are. KickTrack, by the way, folks, is a really fun way of. No, they still haven't updated today's top 10. We're not there yet, so I guess we haven't been going long enough for them to start tracking. But yeah.
They're reminding you of the don't suck rule.
Yeah, the don't suck rule. Well, Yeah, and so that's true. And so I don't know if everybody knows about the Don't Suck rule, but the Don't Suck came along during Conquest Frontier Wars, and in the same kind of communal way we do this here, we were letting anybody read for voices, and we talked about that here too, is somehow letting people have some way of getting their own voice into the game, at least on their own machine. We'll play with that later. We'll talk about that later on our own forums and stuff. But so it's up here. We'd like to do it. But so we had this rule of don't sucking, don't suck, and so don't sucking, this English language, and apparently I do not understand the rule. So everybody read for parts, and we got most everybody on the team in there, except for my lead programmer, which was Tom Maurer, who's incredibly talented and gifted, but not a voice actor. And so when they finally put the Gold Master together, Tom came down to my office and he had these droopy eyes. He's like, "Well, hey man, I didn't hear my voice anywhere in the game." And here's what I did. I was looking like this. And I just went like this. And he goes, "I sucked?" And I went, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay then." And he walked out. Now that's kind of the nature of Don't Suck. It's funny how those things pop up from time to time, and but that was fun to do. And Don't Suck is still my motto. Still are my motto. Oh yeah, what video do we have of that, Mike?
Well, we can show the current pitch video again, the demo videos, and let everybody see that once again.
Okay, yeah, we've got some new viewers, so we'll run the original trailer that's on the website for some concepts of Descent Underground. Okay, hey, welcome back. And by the way, that was Irio and Kaji-san that put most of that together, and they've done an amazing job, and we thank them for that. And so we'll probably play that a few times so people miss it out. So we have Keith here, also known as Dunkelza, right? Am I saying that right?
Dunkelza. It's German with a word that got cut off because I only had 8 characters in my username.
So it's Dunkelza?
Yeah.
Dunkelza.
Exactly.
Is that right? Did I get it right?
It's short for a name from someone else's IP, so we shouldn't say it.
Oh. What IP would that be?
Shadowrun.
Oh, I love that game though.
Isn't that the most
I backed the Hong Kong.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And that's a good point. Is one of the things about Kickstarter is it's a Wii situation.
Oh yeah.
I backed, and I know we've only backed like 7 or so as Descendant Studios on here, but on my own side I backed about 15, 20. Oh yeah, Mike's right. We're partnered with Crowfall.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Todd and Gordon over there are good friends, and they're kicking some serious Kickstarter butt, and Gordon and I are doing the thing this weekend at South by Southwest.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, 5:30.
Nice.
But let's talk about you. You have written a lot of the lore in the universe so far, and you have you came up with the game that everybody was playing.
Oh yeah. Well, I was.
By the way, can you lower your chair? You're too high for me.
I'm
right
trying here. Let me.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
You're just. But see, my guests are supposed to be shorter. I'm feeling inferior.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Go ahead. Not really.
But yeah, when we talked, I don't know, a week or two back, I said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if there was some kind of game when the thing was going? But you guys were like flat out, like trying to get stuff. And I said, you know what, hey, let me come up with something. I'll just kind of scratch it out and send it and see if they like it. And then you guys were like, hey, yeah, that's really cool. Let's do it. So it just kind of all came together very quickly. And the Rob did a lot of help of kind of getting me to come back and look at it in terms of, well, they're going to figure that out too soon. So let's mix that up a bit. You know, okay, let's throw some twists in there, and then the web guys were just amazing in getting that all staged and ready and everything. It was awesome.
It was a very. And see, this is the point though. So you're a community member, and you impacted all this. And my God, that thing was a huge success. People loved that. You know, it was really fun, and it was really fun for us to watch folks trying to solve it and getting together. Again, it's about the community getting together and solving it themselves, and so and it sort of it was a way for people to figure out what we were making before we announced it, because I think a lot of people kind of knew or had an inkling about it. Yeah, I mean, we called ourselves Descendant Studios, but to be fair, Descendant Studios was. We weren't doing Descent at that point when we named it. We were doing
Ships That Fight Underground.
STFU, Ships That Fight Underground. And so we'll have. By the way, we're gonna create some T-shirts and stuff.
Awesome.
I mean, for the people that the Gold Wings. And by the way, you've got to have sign up and post in the forums to get your Pioneer Medal and your Gold Wings. I haven't turned it off yet, so you still have time. The Gold Wings are going to have STFU, and that's a decal that's going to go on the ship.
Awesome.
So people are going to recognize you as an OG, right, an original backer, and the people that came before we had anything going. Amazing. You guys have amazing faith and amazing trust, and I can't thank anybody enough. So do you have any more of those kind of games you'd like to do, maybe?
Maybe. And I've actually had a couple of people from the community contact me and say, hey, I've got an idea for a game, so we'll see how that...
That's awesome.
Yeah,
we'll feature
really
it.
Cool.
That's the fun part, you right?
Yeah.
Get people hanging out and having fun. Now you played Descent back in the day.
A little bit. I had a 286. And not a lot of money. So I played like the shareware bit, and I've actually come back. I've got the re-release stuff, through Steam or GOG, and been playing around with that, and it really was a revolutionary game.
Completely.
I mean, you could actually go up and down. It wasn't just moving around on a flat surface that occasionally went up and down.
Right.
It was true 3D.
Yeah, it's truth. It's exactly. And the thing about that a lot of people don't think about, or some people haven't thought about, is what's cool about the game is the fact that it's got constraints. And I don't mean constraints in movement, because you can do the 6 degrees of freedom, but constraints in how far you can go up or how far you can go down or side to side. And what that does is it allows you to focus the combat, or focus the things to play the play space. So, because if you could literally go all over the place, you could never hit anything.
Well, I mean, somebody pointed this out. A real space battle would take place at a distance of like 100,000 kilometers. That's no fun.
Right.
This brings it in where it's like a knife in the back. It's not.
And you'll be able to kind of do some of that stuff, and that's the fun thing. Exactly. And again, that's kind of why we're doing all the different ship types, is so that people that want to be, a medic, or you can just go to the archetypes that you usually get in RPGs and first-person shooters. Is the assault guy, the medic, the repair, the sniper, all that kind of stuff is supported, but in different ship types.
Well, and if I understand correctly, the way that the matches are designed is so that each of those roles are really important, and it's not just about DPS or healing. You really do need to do the resource gathering. And that's important to win, but it's also important if you're losing to try and
modify your plan of attack.
Modify your plan of attack and maybe cut your losses.
Absolutely.
And get some stuff, get some pals before you get kicked out of the...
Well, that's a changeable environment, and a time, or not a timed event, but rather a resource point in which you've got to get to as teams. And you're tracking what other people are doing too. And by the way, in our fiction, we just hit 50K. Oh my God! Thank you guys very much. Thank you. In the fiction, all these are broadcast back to Earth. So the pilots are actually sort of heroes and back on Earth, and that's sort of a way to divert the attention from their squalor or how they're living back then. And so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so we want to support that, and that's going to be. And by the way, that is why we have the Proving Grounds. It's going to be released.
Oh, yeah.
Right, which is early access for people, like even before alpha. So if we want to try a new weapon that somebody suggests, maybe we want to try a grappling hook. Not saying we're doing a grappling hook, but if we wanted to try a grappling hook, we could get it in there, and the people that have Proving Grounds will be able to actually test it and see how it works and make suggestions and help us make before we introduce it into the main universe. We want to find out whether it works, and so Proving Grounds is a big.
Which is a huge advantage over some other games that I've played where they drop stuff in there and then it's like a Nerf contest because they just couldn't balance it ahead of time.
Are you guys getting pizza or something? Where are you guys going?
I want to get pizza.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Thank God. Pizza.
We haven't had lunch yet.
But that's not on my diet, which I'm not either. So it's okay now. So cool. So you've got some game idea, and you've done some lore. And how do you like communities that? How do you like the way that development's going these days with Star Citizen and Descendant Studios and others inviting communities in to be part of the process?
Oh, that's to me that's the key. I mean, that was the thing that really disappeared as everything got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was just crank out the same game over and over and over with a slightly different shade of brown.
Right.
It's a two-way street. It's something that really pulls people in, but I think it helps you guys too, because you're not just in a tunnel going, I hope people like this, I hope people like this,
Well, so we were making Starlancer. I was making it with Aaron and Nick and Phil and Derek. These are all people at CIG Manchester. And we were doing cooperative multiplayer long before, I think it was 2001 this came out, before anybody else had really done it. Rainbow Six, I think, was the first one that really kind of excelled at that. And so we put a lot of time into making that work. And we released the game, and Microsoft was like, you guys, you can release it 6 months earlier if you don't do that. We're like, well, it's important. And it turns out they were sort of right. I mean, nobody played it. We had whole branches opening up in the game based on how many players you're playing. Like the missions would change. And so, anyway, this allows us to find out early on whether we're going to. So Mike suggests we take a call. So let's reach down here and see if anybody wants to call us. Now, usually a 6-second delay. So by the time the thing starts beeping, we'll have ready to take a call. I have to go. That gives me a chance.
So should we be doing like a musical interlude here?
Yeah.
The final countdown.
The final. We could do. Well, we don't want to give too much away. We've got a really fun thing happening. So, not right now. But
Something wonderful thing while Paul comes in.
Do what?
We can show the something wonderful.
Oh, do you really have to? All right, show the something wonderful. Let's let them see something wonderful. If you missed this, again, my apologies, but we thought it was fun.
What's going to happen? Something wonderful. What? I understand how you feel. You see, it's all very clear to me now. The whole thing. It's wonderful. What's going to happen?
Well, I can't help myself. That was a real fun way of kind of lampooning 2010. And we actually had my wife was like, that's too creepy, and I was like, well, yeah, but that's how it is. So we welcome. I don't know how to say the name here. Zerog. Zerog. How are you? Welcome.
Thank you.
So where are you? Where are you located right now?
I'm actually in Texas as well.
Really? Whereabouts?
I am in Dallas.
Now, do you want to do video or no?
I'd rather not.
Okay, fair enough. So you're in Dallas. Well, what part of Dallas? Because I'm pretty familiar with Dallas.
I'm near Duncanville.
Know exactly where that is. So, did you play Descent back in the day, or are you new to this?
I actually did not.
Okay. So, what brought you here? What like?
A friend recommended it to me.
Awesome. Well, we like friends that do that. So, are you looking forward to it then?
I am. I actually want to work to help with the music or anything really to help. I could do music, voice act, I could design, maybe write. I'm not very good at it.
Well,
but
heck
I
yeah.
could try.
Well, so the way this is going to work, this is a great question. Get in the forums, put some of your stuff up there. People are going to upvote and be part of that, and it'll help bring it to attention. And PM me, for crying out loud. You know, when you put something up, and we'll go check a look. I mean, that's how we hooked up, right?
Yeah.
So cool. Well, thanks a lot, man. And so you sound younger though. So how old are you, if you don't mind me
I
asking?
am 13.
You're 13.
I am 13. Yes.
Are you? Shouldn't you be in school?
I'm on spring break.
Are you really already?
Yes.
So 13 would be 7th grade.
Yes, I'm 7th grade.
Awesome. We got my oldest son over here. Mike, you want to show is Winglet. He's 16, and then we have another boy who is he's 6 wing, and he is 12, and he's in 6th grade. So, well, cool. You know, and we'll have Winglet on here in a little bit, talking about how this game's meaningful for the younger generation, because I am not 13. I am not even a multiple of 13.
I was watching the Twitch earlier, and I heard you were 50.
Yeah, that would be accurate.
Now I got a question for you.
Okay.
Did one of your parents play Descent?
No, they did not.
But that would have
I'm
been cool.
sure my brother did. Chris,
Cool.
did you play Descent? He did.
Well, all right. That's good. Well, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the verse.
Alrighty, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Bye-bye. See, that's awesome. Yeah. I mean, we want to get people of all ages that are going to play and enjoy this game, and it's not just the oldsters that remember Descent, right?
Yeah.
It's the ones that would love seeing that it's going to spread to. That's the point, right? There's a whole group of people that are.
There's a whole generation.
A whole generation of gamers have grown up without that. Without that experience.
Of course, yet another version of the same console game, and
yeah, Call of Duty X, Call of Duty 7, Call of Duty. It's like FIFA, over and over and over. Yeah, yeah. You're right. So we'll. So my good friend Mark Day just Skyped me and said, "Okay, you got my money, and your number." He says we're on Kick Track. So thank you, Mark. Thanks to all of you people out there that are pledging right now. This is extremely. Let's see if we're in the top 10 yet, though. We are still not in the top 10. Where are we at? Where are we at?
Got to be getting close.
We got to be getting close. Where we are? We're number 12. 12. We're rising up. So we'll show you as soon as we get to the top 10. We'll show you that page. It's kind of fun. Wow, I need to refresh this. It's way behind. Wow, incredible. This is incredible that this is going on and people are excited about this and they're wanting to be involved and we're even get some comments. I'll bet there are comments. 84 comments.
Wow.
We're gonna have to get busy. Rob, are you on there? Oh, everybody's eating pizza. Everybody's eating pizza. That's great.
Except you.
Except me, who's running on 4 hours sleep and coffee. But that's okay. Okay, so Ario says we want to call. We can call him. I'm the one who put Descent on Steam. I'm one of the original Interplay founders, and I worked on Descent. Rebecca Hyman, you want to call us? This would be very, very cool to talk to you. So I could actually, I could actually hit the call button myself and see if.
That's awesome.
This is cool. Hey.
Hello.
Well, wow, this is an honor. So you worked on. What did you do on Descent?
I did a lot of the network coding, and I did all the debugging because we had this issue at Interplay where the game would crash intermittently, and no one could figure it out. So I had to use this thing called a periscope debugger.
Wow.
And I then found the bug. It was in Intel drivers, and I had to do a full argument saying this was the bug. The driver got a network problem. It was an integral problem in which the game was running 32-bit code. It was a 16-bit driver.
Right.
And nobody would believe me until finally a Jay Patel come and look at us like, "Oh my God, Becky, you've got something here." And we fixed the bug by basically telling people don't use Intel network driver cards until they update the driver.
Oh my! Well, that's what you have to do sometimes. We had something similar on I think it was Starlancer. The ATI cards back then weren't working very well. ATI Rage, I think, and so I actually was able to get around their drivers and find a fix for them, and so we had to fix, and they wouldn't release the fix, and so we had to release one. If you want to, here's a driver update from us, which is a little bizarre, but it got it working. So So you worked on this. So what do you think? Okay, so what do you think about us usurping and bringing Descent back?
Well, actually, usurping is a good word because we were working with Interplay to bring it back too.
Oh no!
We're going to bring back the whole team. We actually have the people who worked on Descent.
Well, you got.
Work on it.
You should give me a call.
Join forces.
Oh, we should. You should give us a call and we'll talk about that. But I mean, we can use the help. We're going to be doing all this together. So
you know, we've got Trevor Snowden. He's
cool.
He's one of our people. He's one of the main QA leads, who's now a game designer and now a producer.
Well, we've got a very small team, so we're looking to grow, and so support us and let's get out there and we can do this together. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, because like look at my credits. I mean, just Google my frickin' name, and I was one of the founders of Interplay.
Awesome.
And I did Bard's Tale. I did
another great game. Love them.
My games.
Awesome.
I wrote them.
Awesome. Well, give us a shout offline, and we'll hook up and see what we can do.
Yeah. Why don't you text me on Skype privately? The number you want me to reach you, or I can call you back on Skype later on.
That sounds great. We'll do. Thanks.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was an interesting call. Wow. Well, maybe we can hook up and figure something out because we're going to be growing as a company as we do this, and it'd be nice to have some of the original Interplay people working with us.
Yeah, and you get there's so much room to grow this. I mean, it starts down in the tunnels and the dirty, gritty, but you got a whole
universe to go. I know. So it'll be fun. We are from space games like Wing Commander and Star Citizen, and so it'd be nice to see what they can bring to the table. And so we'll see if we can work that out and find out. It'd be fun. The more people that have, what's that?
We're at 1:38.
Oh, 1:38. So we should take another couple calls here. Oh, Fire Dragon's calling. We'll take Fire Dragon. Hey, Fire Dragon, how are you, Joe?
Good, man. You?
You want video or no video? Video or no video, Joe?
No video.
No video. Okay. Well, we want a video. So, how are you doing, and how did you hear about us?
Just basically, I was just cruising StarCraft or Star Citizen back in the day when it was kind of starting, and met you, and I started going to school and found out you were doing your own project.
Cool. Now you're actually making a model right now to potentially get into the game, right?
Hopefully, yes. I'm basically building a demo reel, and that's kind of where it's going. And I'm just keeping up with the community, getting their advice, and finding out what's good, what's not.
That's the important part about being in the community.
Oh yeah, you guys should go on the forums, and I know you've seen it, but people should go on the forums and see Fire Dragon stuff. There's some really hot stuff.
That's a good point. There's a lot of hot stuff all over the forums. People are putting stuff together, and we're going to create what's called a contributor section, where we will move people that are doing some really fine stuff into a contributors forums. Now everybody will be able to read the contributor section, but only contributors will be able to post in there.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be one of those things that we will. Over time, move folks into. So it's kind of like an extra forum area, kind of an extra badge for people that are, like yourself, who are making some really cool stuff and good contributions to the. Yeah, cool. So let's see what. Go on, Joe.
I was going to say another contributor that has been around doing great stuff is Groundhound too.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, Groundhound he's writing some really cool stories.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's on chapter 6 right now.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's some good stuff. And so there's a lot of stuff to see on the forums. And if you haven't signed up on the forums, please do. Sign up on the forums. By all means, let's do that. So let's. All right, Joe. Well, thank you for the call, and let's take another.
Yep.
I didn't realize that that some of the Descent members were actually trying to make the game as well.
Oh.
So, we'll see if we can work together.
Well, it's a great game. I'm not surprised that they remember it being so awesome. And
I'm gonna send my email as well. All right, and take Tyler's call. 1 second. All right, here we go. Hey, Tyler. Tyler, can you hear us? We can't hear you. If you can hear us, we have to kill that call. So waiting for the next. You couldn't hear him. All right, we're taking Clifford. We're taking your call. Hey, Clifford, how are you? Can you hear us? All right, I think we're having the Skype issue, so we're gonna have to reboot the Skype. I don't know why this does this every now and then, but.
Just an FYI, we're number 11 on Kick Track.
Ooh, 11 on Kick Track. We're moving on up. All right, well let's get Connie in here next, and we'll talk to you. Hey, Connie. You can talk to folks in here. Thanks, Dunk. We'll see you in the verse, Dunk. Hey, Connie, how are you?
Good. How are you?
So say hi to everybody out there.
Hi, everyone.
So tell them what you're doing.
So I focus on social media stuff. I run the Twitter and the Facebook, and I'm getting familiar with the chat room and posting on forums and getting to know everyone in the community.
Right. So whenever you get a tweet,
yep.
a Facebook, where else? A web blog a lot of times?
That's right. I try to respond to everyone and make sure that your input's heard and that it gets to Eric and make sure that all the stuff is seen.
Now, you're fairly new to the industry. Now, we worked together. We had you at CIG.
Right.
You guys might remember her for some of the gift opening we had there, which was kind of fun. But you've got a marketing degree.
I do. I have my degree in advertising and public relations, so I have a background in getting word out.
And getting word out. And you're familiar with that newfangled social media stuff.
Yeah, I know something about social media.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Well, cool, because that's important for us, and it's important for people out there to share and spread the word, because without that, we would not hit our goal.
Right.
So
strong community.
Exactly. Strong community is huge, and you're helping us build that. You're going to be like the face of the community, right?
Wow, that's great.
I know. And I think that's actually behind. Yeah, it's still going.
Wow.
I know. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I went and got a Coke and I came back and
I know, it's just rising like crazy, and it's all because people out there are doing that, and that's an
Thank
amazing
you.
thing. So exactly. So if you want to take a Skype call with me?
Oh.
If we can
Do
get
I?
Skype. Well, oh.
Wow.
Oh boy, can't wait. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Mr. Wingman.
This will be great.
I'm
so good.
Oh boy, do I. I don't believe you really do. I mean, I think.
No, this is gonna be fun.
All right, we'll. Okay, here we go. We got Tyler calling again.
Oh, look at that icon.
Isn't that kind of... Tyler, can you hear us? Tyler? Well, for whatever reason.
Is this who was calling?
Yeah,
earlier?
but we don't hear him, and.
That face just looks like he's in so much pain.
Hey, there we go.
Excellent. I was convinced that was my problem.
Yeah, well, you guys went offline for a while, so.
Yeah, I rebooted because we couldn't figure out why your mic wasn't working.
Oh, yeah, it was weird.
So we've seen you somewhere before.
Yeah, I've seen you several places. I was at the RSI Prime live stream.
Right.
Hung out with you guys there. Also hung out. I also saw you when I went with Legante to South by Gaming Expo last year.
That's right.
And then a couple, actually no, just the really one big Bar Citizen November, I think it was.
Yeah.
So,
Didn't you go to In-N-Out Burger with us too, or is that like
No, I have not been in.
Wow, see, that's where my mind is right now. I am literally.
You're so hungry.
Yeah, I could you could smell the wafting of the pizza throughout the office, and everybody's like, "Oh, I'm feeling great," And,
I got my
and my Starbucks, it's kind of crazy. So, now, did you play Descent or no?
No, that's actually before my time. I'm only 21, so that kind of stuff is like way before my time.
Okay. Cool. Well, then, you excited to play it? Are you excited to try it?
Oh, yes, I'm very excited. Like, the Galactic Inquiry episode about it was what really got me interested. I mean, I had signed up back when it was still like the P-Zocker thing, like right after you'd left CIG. But I'm like, well, I'm going to see what Wingman's up to. Wingman's awesome. So,
thank you. Thank you. My wife would disagree with you, but that's okay. Well, cool. Yeah, the P-Zocker, it was funny because the number one thing people said about P-Zocker was how much the name sucked. It was like, it was totally a placeholder for our forums, just to capture the audience when I announced I was leaving CIG, just to grab people so they knew they could at least find out what we're doing next. And it was I guess it was like a Czechoslovakian name, a slang name, but I think in German it meant something like a gambler or somebody who loses all their money. So it was like an opposite of what you wanted to be.
Yeah, but it sounds right, attention grabbing, kind of interesting.
Well,
different.
There's kind of two ways of doing that, right? You can be like Facebook, which tells people we're Facebook, right? Or you can be Google. And so Google, when it first came out, was 1 followed by 100 zeros. It didn't really mean what
Right.
it means now. And so you can either define your name or you can have the name define what you're doing. So Descendant Studios is kind of a clue as to what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are you most looking forward to then?
Well, actually, the thing I'm most excited about with Descent Underground is actually just that we have like another core game in Austin. Because as a CS student looking to get into the industry, I see mobile devs all over the place. And
Right.
that's a little disheartening, but yeah. So like CNG Austin forming was really exciting, and now Descendant forming is really exciting to me.
Right. Thank you.
So just I have to support you guys on principle here, and
Cool.
then
Well, we'll take that.
gameplay-wise,
Yeah.
I would like to try the 6 Degrees of Freedom thing. I haven't played a game where that's been permitted.
Well, are you gonna get like the Oculus Rift or?
Oh yeah. Well, probably the Vive.
Yeah, that I know. That looks really good.
Yeah.
And so, but see, it's going to be that kind of experience. You're going to feel like you're in the cockpit, bouncing around, moving around. You're going to really feel the game like you're there. I worry though with those goggles on. Is somebody going to shave my eyebrows or something, or are they going to come up and what's going to happen? Somebody's going to come
Knock
up
you
and
over.
grab a
Knock your
handful of
balance.
back hair maybe or
Yeah.
something. Not that I have it. I'm just kidding. It's just kind of funny to know what's going to happen there because you're going to be zoned in. I guarantee.
Oh yeah, total immersion.
You know what it is? It's perfect to scare people. You can walk up and go, wow. Maybe they're playing a horror game or something. You can just.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I mean,
Yeah.
you can make them, go to the bathroom in their pants. That'd be kind of fun.
See, when I do VR stuff, I'm gonna have like headphones on, so like no noise will bother me. They'll actually have to touch me. In that case,
That's what I'm saying.
They're just gonna have to fear my retaliation.
I can see a bunch of YouTubes coming from this.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you have all these scary YouTubes, and that's going to be perfect. People set those cameras up, and excuse me, they're going to have that. See, I wouldn't be doing that if I had food. You ate food,
Dropping
didn't you?
hints. I know you're hungry. I haven't
No,
eaten. No, I just came back with my Coke, and you. And here we are.
Okay, you're going to eat. Okay.
I'm going
Well, thanks, Tyler. We're gonna appreciate your support. Thank you very much. And
Alright, before I go, Legante says hi. He'd probably kick my butt if he didn't.
Oh, I saw him. Hi, Legante. I saw him. He said in chat. He said that he is at work and he can't call in. So that's cool. Now we've got some Legante stuff, possibly coming up in the next week or so, because he's another one of those contributors that's very important to what we've done and what we want. Yeah, exactly. We've got a lot of people that are going to be him, Jazz, the Movers. There's going to be some really cool stuff coming up. All right, man. Thanks.
Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah.
Oh, I cut him off quickly.
He did.
I'm not the producer like on the radio. It's like click, and it's like it's so quick.
You hover over.
I'm hovering.
Yeah,
I'm a
and
hoverer.
it's an accidental click.
An accidental click.
Yeah. Look at all these new friends on Skype.
I know.
This is great.
I know. This is awesome.
So I did have someone on Twitter ask if we were going to have VR support, and that's good. That
Yeah,
you're
we
talking
were
about
absolutely. It's
this.
absolutely planned.
Okay, good.
Absolutely planned. Whoa. Okay, we got a bunch of people calling now. We'll go with the first
How
one.
do you know?
Well,
how do you know who to go with?
Because you go with the one at the
Same
top.
time.
Yeah, no, they all. It's the one at the top.
Yeah.
It's rocket science.
Rocket
I'm a
science.
Skype professional.
Rocket
Hey, Yellow,
science.
how are you?
Oh, I'm fine, and you guys?
Video or no video?
Oh, thanks. I have some question about the game because, like, was a really fan of the old Descent games, especially the second one,
Sure.
because it's practically it's an improvement from the first game.
Sure.
And I would like to know how this new Descent Underground is going to be. Is gonna borrow some aspects from the first game, like a fast-paced first-person shooter, or you are going to add some elements we need.
You mean you'd like to have some retro maps? You'd like to go back and experience that kind of stuff? So yeah. So the answer to that question is yeah, we have that planned. It will be fun to do, and so we absolutely are going to have a nod to the original at some point. Somewhere, and that'll be. We'll probably have a vote to let fans decide which one they want, and so. But yeah, that's in the plan for sure. The scope to somehow revisit those old classics. Whether that's with the, but that I can't give too much away. Let's just say that that's in the plans.
Oh, Okay, because not that it's a bad thing, but improving in some ways it could be good for this new game. But something that I really loved about the first Descent game is because you have like those maze-like maps, you know.
Mm-hmm. Solving the maze. Yep.
Yes, you have to find your way through like a maze-like map, so you could find the reactor and destroy it.
Sure, exactly.
And I don't know, I feel there is a lot of nostalgic feeling about this.
100%.
And another thing I would like to ask is about the design of the ship. Something that I found really iconic about the first two Descent games was about the design of the ship. Was something pretty unique for that time. And if I see a picture of that ship, I'll immediately know, oh, that's the Descent ship.
Yeah, that's the Pyro G. I think you're talking about the Pyro GX, right?
Yes, yes. And I would like to know, how are you guys going to do? Are you going to put how can I say, as additional chip, or you don't have anything in mind for this?
I can only tell you that is, you need to pay attention to the Kickstarter for a while to find that out.
Oh, okay. Because, you know, everything about the first ones make one of my favorite first-person shooters, because I really like the retro-like first-person shooters, like Doom, Quake, and Descent, that they really came out approximately at the same year.
Yep.
And I don't know, I'm looking really forward to your project, and I'll back you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll see you, and thank you very much for calling in.
Okay, the pleasure is all mine.
Okay. Bye. Let's see. That was pretty cool. He clearly likes Descent.
Yeah,
that
was awesome.
But that's part of the reason we're bringing it back. I mean, that's exactly how we feel. And so there'll be some elements of the first one was cool for its day, but there's a lot of new elements to bring forward into it now, gameplay-wise. And you know, we'll revisit some old school style stuff just as a fun thing. But
there are classic things, you know.
There are well, exactly.
I always hear you talking about it.
Hey, Clifford.
Hey, you finally got through.
We
Standing here on the streets of Houston.
Oh, you're on Houston. Cool.
Yes, I am in Houston, Texas.
What part? I grew up there. Where are you at in Houston?
Oh, I'm right here on 1300 Main Street right now. It's actually the company that I work with, the natural gas energy company that I work for.
Okay. You know, I've actually got a lot of natural gas because I haven't eaten this morning. So I'm just teasing. I'm sorry. So what's going on, man? Did you play Descent back in the day? Oh, there we go.
Yes, I did. I did play a little bit of it back in the day, along with a lot of the old Wing Commander series and all that. Obviously, as you saw on my Facebook, I have a big collection.
I did. That's your Facebook collection. That was you taking a picture, and you've all the Chris Roberts games up there.
Oh wow.
Yes, when we went to PAX South, he signed every one of them for me, which was really cool.
He's a good guy. He's been a friend of mine for 28 years, and so that's really cool. He's a great guy to work with. He's a visionary, and he's doing amazing stuff. Star Citizen looks gorgeous, and so I'm still a backer, still part of it. Helped do it, but I have everybody's got their own kind of like their own dream game to make, and this is kind of ours. So
Oh yeah, and I'm all for it. I'm ready. I'm already back to see. I was waiting to hit that button.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So what are you looking forward to most then in the game itself?
Really, I'm probably the more person that is going to be the medic or mining.
Okay, cool. Well, see, that's exactly it. We want that game type to be whatever type you want to play. We want it to be indicative of personalities because people play differently.
Take your own path.
Absolutely, exactly, and still, it's like supporting the team. The team, there's an overall team goal, and then each person has a role to play. So, is that the train?
Yes, it's the monorail.
I know exactly where you are. There used to be a sports bar across the street there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're right across the Houston Police Department, actually.
Well, that's probably why the sports bar's not there anymore. All right, man. Well, thank you very much for your call, and thank you for your support.
No problem, man. I will see you at South by Southwest, correct?
Yep, 5:30 Saturday. I'm giving a talk on the Geek Stage.
right, I'll see you there.
All right, bye-bye.
That's another popular question that we're getting on social media, is if you're going to be at South by.
Yeah, I figured we'd announce that this week, later on. But yeah, we're definitely doing South by. I'm taking Winglet over here to
Lucky.
to South by, and we're going to Gordon Walton and I are going to give a talk about crowdfunding.
Ah,
Yeah,
that sounds great.
Something I know a little bit about.
Maybe.
A little bit, something. Maybe just a little bit. Oh gosh, this is going to be a tough name to say.
Constantine.
Oh, it's Constantine. Constantine Zukov.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Oh, yeah.
You sound excited.
Yeah, yes, sorry, just turning up the volume. So, yeah.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Cool.
Yep.
So, do we have video?
Zhukov, yes, I'm hailing from Russia.
Oh.
Also, yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. What time? It's
Yeah,
late
so
there.
Here is my video.
Okay.
Myself.
I will accept it, yeah. Awesome.
Great, I'm fine. I'm awesome tonight because this is today that I've learned about your Kickstarter project. Really, I'm really excited because I've been waiting for 20 years for that to come back.
It's funny because...
Well, it's not that late. It's about 10 p.m.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Well, you know...
So I'm really enjoying this stream, and actually I'm going to back up your project just as soon as possible.
Awesome. You know, the thing is, you just said you've been waiting 20 years to bring it back, and so have we. And so at some point you just sort of go, all right, well, if they're not going to bring it back, what can I do? And so we went out there and said, well, let's make 60. We were calling it Ships That Fight Underground, and Interplay contacted us because we've been doing, Star Citizen. We have a high level of detail and quality in our work, and said, would you want to do Descent? And we're like, hell yeah. And so that's how we became Descent. And, at some point you just have to go, if nobody else is going to make it, I'm going to do it. And so that's what we did. And so we all got together as a team, and it was funny because I can still recall us being at the table at, what was it? Was it Freddy's? Was it Freddy's, Mike?
Yeah, we had kind of originally got together.
Yeah, Freddy's. And so, and it was like, what was the #1 game? And everybody said Descent. And so we immediately said, all right, we're going to make a Descent game, or we're going to make a game like Descent. Only take it to the next generation with customizable ships, different ship types, mining and drilling, things that have come forward in the last 20 years, gameplay-wise, and just take it to the next level. So, well, cool. Where are you at in Russia?
Sorry?
Where are you in Russia?
Well, I'm hailing from Moscow, actually, from the capital.
I think you said that already, right? And so I just didn't catch it. That's cool.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm really looking forward for the game and really waiting for this. I'm your fan already.
Oh, dude, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. Take care. Bye. That's badass.
That's
from Russia.
Badass.
All right. Okay. So let's get Winglet on here for a real quickie, if that's okay, and then we're going to be ending this thing in about 5 minutes, I think. So come on in, Winglet, have a seat.
Hey guys, how are you?
This is my son, Winglet. He is a junior game designer on the project. Right?
Yep, that's right.
And you've come up with a few good ideas already that have...
Actually, yeah. I mean, I'm surprised that you even took it, to be honest
me,
with you.
Me too. But you've got some pretty cool ideas, and you're excited about the project, right? So you've never played, you haven't played Descent. Have we got
I've
it on...
actually never played Descent. I need you to get it for me.
On Steam? So we need your pledges so I can afford to get Winglet Descent. Actually, I think I have it already, so I can,
Yeah, but I haven't played Descent. But I have played multiple other PC games. I've started like Diablo, League, Star Citizen for one of them.
Yeah.
Skyrim. I've been hardcore playing Skyrim for the past weeks.
Yes, he has, and I've had to tell him to go to bed. So now, what do you? Now you're 16. So have any of your friends ever played a game like Descent?
Actually, they have not. They've never. I recently showed one of my friends Star Citizen, and it's like, holy crap, I've never seen a game like this before.
See?
And this is my dream. And so I told him, hey, did you know we're making this type of a game? He's like, what? That's awesome. I would love to play in close quarters and stuff like that. So none of my friends have played it, and I'm basically getting them on the hype train.
Well, but that's cool because what that means to me is there's a whole your generation of gamers has grown up on they're good products, but Call of Duties, all this other stuff, Assassin's Creed, but have not had. There's some game types out there that are just sort of unexplored. RTSs, Descent, You know, there's just a lot of games that were in the 90s that were really innovative that have just sort of gone the way of the dodo.
Yeah.
So you're going to help bring it back. Now you're going to
Totally.
be on the new show when we still to name it either Wingman's Hangout or something. But you're going to be having a segment, right? That'll come on every now and then.
I like to hope so.
Yeah, you'd like to hope so?
Yeah.
And you're going to be talking
Definitely.
about what? What are you going to be talking about?
I'm going to be talking about just, you know, how the gaming world has been progressed and what's going on in this generation. What it is like to be a junior designer on a AAA title. and
have your dad as a boss.
Exactly.
Which is just like home.
He's not going to pay me much either.
No.
It's
We're
cheap.
crowdfunded. We're crowdfunded.
It's cheap.
Okay. You look around this office. We have used furniture. We have.
You have a point there.
we have everything here is.
My dad's cheap.
Yeah, I am. Well, I figure there's a shepherding. There's a responsibility we have to the people that trust us
To make the game.
Right,
exactly.
right,
That's the main priority.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for showing. I know we kind of had to do this quick because we're supposed to be ending this thing, but I'm going to bring Rob on now. Rob,
Right.
can you come in and we'll finish this up? Thanks, brother.
All right.
Love you, buddy. Oh, you can't say love you on TV, can you?
No, I can't.
The chat rollians want to know why we're not answering their questions.
Oh, because you know why? Because we're not on chat roll.
Because we're not on chat.
We should. You know why? Because the website was nerfing on us. Let's take a few chat rolling
Let's
questions.
at least say hi.
Lower your chair.
Yeah, get that chair
Am
down
I
there.
towering above Eric again?
Well, it's funny because
Something went wrong.
Yeah, why is Rob taller than Eric? Shockingly. All right, we're here. We're in chat, and you know this is a good point because chat roll is where a lot of this started. So, hi everybody in chat, and if you're not on chat, you can check that out at descendantstudios.com. It's with an E, Descendant, E-N-T. Well, you know, it's spelled either way, and it was closer to Descent, so we thought we'd do that. And so, some of the guys are on Twitch. I imagine the Twitch is kind of blowing up too. The
Twitch is
chat roll there.
Yeah, we've got a lot of our people in there.
It says
hanging
we're
in the
interweb.
Twitch people.
Litoralist says they're internet famous.
Internet famous.
Infamous.
Oh, they want PayPal.
Okay, says Crichton wants to know, can he dig holes in the game? Not to mine, just to dig. Dig dug.
Why not?
Descent, the dig dug game.
I mean, if you don't have to pick up the stuff, you dig the holes.
That's true.
The holes.
There'll be hidden secrets in there, so yeah, sure, why not? Puzzle winners, when will we get the word? That's a good question.
Oh, how's it going in there, puzzle solver people? We have 109 winners.
And when the
that made it
live
in
stream
time for the deadline.
yeah, that's right, that's it. So it's over. 109 people are going to get 5 pals, and some of them are going to get 10 because we're going to do that for the guys who solved it first.
Those who get their first, who get it on their first guess. Also,
Right.
we're giving special.
Secret message.
Oh, can you say it out loud? Can you do it?
Sure, I'm sure.
Well, because I can't do it all together. What is it exactly?
Priority dispatch orders.
Priority material. Oh, no, what's
Post-Terran Mining Corporation to Material Defender.
Prepare
for
descent. Which was what they said every time you got into the game. So it's kind of like.
And we meant it literally. Prepare for descent.
And you know they worked it hard on the forums. I mean they literally.
They were amazing.
Yeah,
I loved watching all the chatter on that forum thread.
You were cackling because you made it hard.
I made it hard on purpose.
But you were like, I was going, we should give him a hint. We should give him a hint. And you're like, no.
Have faith, Eric.
They're gonna get it. And sure enough, they got it. It was amazing.
And the web guys did a great job getting it together.
Yep, there it is. Priority
Excellent
dispatch
job.
orders. Post-Terran Mining Corporation to Material Defender. Prepare for descent. Cool. So if you have any more questions, do you guys close the Pioneer Medal yet? Actually, I haven't, Cookie, because we've been sort of busy live streaming. So if you make a post in the forums, you'll get it. We're going to shut it off, so you know it will happen. It's just one of those priority things, and we've got a whole list of those things over here to do. So.
I think Elfin was the one who had like 7 different guesses in there before he got.
Yeah,
to
Elfin was digging it though. He was getting close though. Yeah, and we threw him a curveball at one point too, didn't we?
Maybe he had a little bit of a problem. That F was driving people crazy, including me. I'm like, how did they get that F there?
Yeah, and we were like, oops. we'll fix that. Cool. All right, Rob. Well, you know, it's really good to have you on board. I'm excited to see what the poster roller we're going to get.
That brings back old memories.
And help us share the word, guys. Help, get everybody. Can everybody come in here real quick?
Everybody.
Come on in here. Okay.
PayPal will come to you soon.
PayPal maybe, but we got to get the Kickstarter going. We got to make sure
yeah.
that we get the Kickstarter going. So okay, well listen, from us here at Descendant Studios. Mike, you gonna come over here and?
I'm right here.
Okay, cool.
He's gonna shut down
All right,
the
he's
stream.
gonna shut down the stream. All right, thank you very much, and maybe we'll be. Are you in the frame?
I think we are.
Is everybody?
No, I
in?
can't see
Thank you.
Everybody's in the frame.
Dad.
Jason's in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank
I'm
you
moving.
all for all your enthusiasm and your support so far. Get the word out, and we'll see you
In the verse.
in the verse.
Bye, guys.